podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
We want to talk boxing, real boxing. TheBoxingVoice.com. The kid is back, and I ain't going nowhere. And all you motherfuckers out there watching this know who you see every fucking day.
Miss Haney.
My consistency is unmatched. You ain't been here 12 years in this shit, and I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I don't need no fucking deal. I don't need no fucking deal. I don't need no fucking deal. Niggas is gonna come listen to me because they gonna come listen to me.
Miss Haney.
Don't leave. Truth hurts, motherfuckers.
SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Welcome, welcome. We're here to talk some boxing. We're here to discuss the big fight, May 20th. Devin, the Dream Haney, taking on Vasil, the Matrix Lomachenko. And Paulie Malignaggi believes this will be Devin Haney's toughest fight of his career. Devin, he believes a win over Lomachenko will get him the respect he deserves as pound for pound best. Now, this is what we're here to discuss. We can also talk a little bit of Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, who's going to be taking on sparring partner Gabriel Rosado. They have over 100 rounds boxed, and they're going to be fighting once again, but this time in the professional ring. And, we're going to be able to talk that as well as the main topic that is Lomachenko and Devin Haney, whether or not this is the toughest fight till date for Haney. And we have a poll going here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we're asking that question, Haney versus Lomachenko. Devin's toughest fight, says Paulie Malignaggi. So, multiple choice answers. The first one is toughest fight, a win earns respect. 79% of the votes have said they're going with that. 7% for the second one is no respect if he beats Loma. 9% of the public will give him no respect if he beats Loma. Third one is Loma is old. Don't fight him. Loma is old. Don't fight him. This audience is definitely all over the place. And Loma beats Devin Haney gets 9% thus far. So we got 4 multiple choice answers here, and you can participate by coming to youtube.com, making sure that you're subscribed, clicking that notification bell, voting on the poll, and even dropping a super chat to engage. If you have something you want to say, you can take it a step further. Call in. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. We're also rocking and rolling on Discord and Twitter Spaces. So let's get right into it, man. The undisputed champion, Devin Haney, and the former 3-division titleist, Vasil Lomachenko, are set to square off in May. Vasil made it clear to Shakur Stevenson, Daniel Alvarez recording, that he was going to fight Devin in Las Vegas. There were rumors of Saudi Arabia, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So Devin is 24, and I want to believe that Vasil is 34 at this stage of his career, but I'll double check that. He might be 35, right, or 33. Let's see. We got 35, so Devin is 11 years younger. Vasil is 5'7". 5'7". And let's just double check Devin Haney. I want to say he's 5'10". Let me see if that's too tall. 5'9". Almost. Right? So he's got a total of 29 fights. Vasily has a total of 19 fights. And, not really getting much credit for the win over Jermaine Ortiz. Some people thought maybe the scorecards should have favored Ortiz. Since then, Jermaine hasn't been able to get a fight. Loma hasn't fought since this fight, which was October 29th of last year. And Devin around the same time, if I'm not mistaken, man. I think he went back to Kambosos in October. So they've both been out the ring around the same amount of time. Loma slightly less time because he fought on the 29th of October. But people are saying that Haney is taller than his box rec because of the side-by-sides with Ryan and things like that. But I wonder, does Haney get the respect that he's looking for, versus Lomachenko, being as though that Loma is 35. Now, Terrence is 35, and I'm sure everybody's going to give, Terrence his credit if he beats Earl and vice versa, if Earl beats him. So, yeah. I wonder how that plays out for Haney. But we got some quotes here that I do want to get to. And these are with Fight Hub TV. Haney said in an interview with Marcos Villegas, and he said, the tables turned. For a long time, Loma wouldn't even say my name. At one point, I didn't think Loma even knew me because he wouldn't say my name. Eventually, the tables turned and started turning, and now here we are, and I'm giving Loma a shot. I don't have to. When it was his turn, he didn't have to, and he didn't. It's different. I want to show the world my skills. I want to take on the best fighters in the world. I've been saying this for a while. So they also talked about the fact that Loma doesn't give fighters a shot. So Haney shared his take, shared that he's taken offense to the Ukrainian not giving certain fighters a shot on facing him, and I quote, "He calls out a lot of fighters, but he doesn't fight them. Anybody that I ever called out that was willing to fight me, I fought. And this is another time me showing that. I called out Loma years ago. Here we are, years and years, and we're fighting," said Haney. It's about legacy. I've been wanting to fight Loma. I knew I could beat him back then. I still feel the same way, and I will show it. You got to see. You got to tune in. It's definitely going to be a different fight than it was years ago. It's going to showcase my skills and showcase that I'm the best fighter in the world, that I am the pound for pound best fighter in the world. I'm just going to keep beating them one by one, keep lining them up and knocking them down. And eventually, I'm going to get my respect. I'm definitely getting more respect than I was before. After this fight with Lomachenko, I'll get even more respect after I'm victorious. So those are Haney's quotes. And he's seeming extremely confident. And I think he believes he'll get the respect from mainstream media and that pound for pound respect, which obviously he had a debate with some of the editors in the Ring magazine for not having him correctly ranked. But I quote, they say that because he had a bad performance. And this is on Lomachenko's last fight. But one performance doesn't define you. We're not studying Loma after his last performance. We're studying we're studying him off all his fights, his best performances, his worst performances. We're studying him all around. One performance doesn't define you. He was coming off a war, in Ukraine. A lot to make that fight happen. He was victorious against a young, hungry lion like Jermaine Ortiz. So we got to see. We're expecting the best Lomachenko May 20th, and the best Devin Haney will show up that night. I see myself being dominant from round 1 until however many rounds it lasts. I see myself dominating the whole time. I've been feeling like that. It's not confidence now because I've been saying that I want to fight Loma for years and years ago. Nothing has changed. But buenos dias, Danny Alvarez. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Gibbs. I am well. How about yourself? Top of the morning.
It
Or
is.
or in your case, bottom of the morning, It's coming to an end for you nearly. What, nine, right? 9 out there?
It is 9 out here.
Yeah, champ. What's up with you?
Nothing, man. Just ready to talk some boxing with you and the public because
Yeah, man. I'm
this is a big
excited.
fight, and obviously Haney is looking for respect, and Malignaggi feels this is his toughest test. Malignaggi has been one of the
toughest critics.
Perfect. Well said. I was gonna say something else.
Yeah, one of
Probably
the
didn't
toughest
fit.
critics regarding, I would say, not just this fight, but Devin Haney and his career thus far.
Do you
That being
expect him?
said,
Do you expect him, Malignaggi, to give Devin credit if he gets the win?
yeah, absolutely.
So how you feeling about this
Absolutely.
fight? Obviously, you were there and were able to capture the footage of Shakur, and his interaction with Lomachenko, where Lomachenko announced it would be Vegas. You have a great relationship with Devin. Did he also confirm Vegas, or is Saudi Arabia still in the air? Because in about 4 days, we'll be 60 days
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, no, we looking like damn, why is it echoing? But yeah, Vegas MGM Grand, it looks like May 20th. ESPN pay-per-view.
Word. So
Um
60
yeah,
days
but
out
as
is how
far
many
as
weeks, Danny? Is that 8 weeks or less? I feel like it's
so we are 8 weeks. We are Saturday,
Man.
this Saturday. Or no, I'm lying. Actually, champ, check this out. This Saturday's 9 weeks out.
This Saturday.
Yes, it was 8 weeks from Plant Benavides, which is next Saturday.
We got a
So-
very good, strong
So
first
yeah,
half of the year.
I would say we have a very I
Very
would say we
strong
have a
first
very
half.
good, no, very strong second quarter. The first quarter was pretty trash. I mean, what big fight have we?
Well, I'm saying first half of the year. I'm counting the whole 6 months. I get it. You breaking it down into 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, I wish Benavides was a week later, because then I could definitely say, you know, these 3 months strong. You know, uh, we have Plant Benavides March 25th next Saturday, Ness. Then we have, holy fuck, I'm gonna have to get up.
What?
Wow. Um, we have Plant Benavides next weekend. Then week after that, AJ's return. Week after that, Shakur Jarrett Keyshawn on ESPN. Week after that, Joe Joyce, Big Bang Zang, Michaela Mayer, Leonardo 2 co-main event. Week after that, Tank Ryan. Week after that, we have Virgil Stenonius. Week after that, Canelo Ryder and Fulton Inoue. Week after that, Puello Rowley with you know, Russell fighting Clark Kent, right? So then week after that, you have Devin Loma pay-per-view. And I'm trying to think if there's something the week after that. Not that I know of, but yeah.
Oh, so it's official. It is pay-per-view.
Yeah, that part's been official.
Oh wow. So are they gonna do some promoting?
Yeah, champ, when it's announced.
Shit.
Tank Ryan had much bigger fight commercially. You know, they had 5 weeks. I think right now, we're like 9.5 out for Devin, so we'll see.
Damn. They went
Oh
pay per
yes,
view. They
Tyson
they
Fury, Tyson
they
Tyson
haven't done. Oh,
Fury,
that's the pay per view
maybe,
they did. That's the pay per view. They
maybe.
did Fury's pay per views. That's the only one. Is it Fury and Haney only
What?
pay per view that ESPN has done?
Nah, but
Yeah, no, bro. He's not with the company no more. I'm just saying, like, I meant Top Rank, you know. But
oh yeah, currently, who do they have that's been? Yeah, just Fury and Haney.
wow, wow. It's interesting to see what happens here. You know,
Yeah, I didn't go into June, but yes, the Towering Inferno, he's back in June, right?
no, that's why I said six. The first 6 months is very healthy, very
I
healthy.
know Adamas is fighting J Rock, but it's like that's really not, you know what I mean? Um Not something that's that big. Nothing but
Yeah, wow. Pay per view, Las Vegas.
damn,
So
why do you
should we gotta have the same
bro,
energy. We gotta have
you
the same energy. They need to do a multi-city press tour, man. Especially for this. More people know Tank and Ryan than they know Haney and Loma. They gotta push this.
yeah, I've expressed my well, I was asked my, I guess, prediction on the pay-per-view numbers.
Oh wow. By who?
Top ranked people.
Uh-oh.
And I told them, my question to them was, are you guys gonna promote it or not? Because if you're not gonna promote it, then that's gonna have a big influence on my number. But if you are gonna promote it, and then I listed like 3 things that could and should be done, um, that could and should be accessible to them as an ESPN uh entity. So we'll see, bro. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. Quite frankly, I'm happy it's in Vegas. I'm happy that I'll be
I
able
mean,
to be there
honestly,
for it.
honestly, I hate to step on you, but we have to really push for both of these pay-per-views to do well. Tank and Ryan and Devin and Loma, because the winners can meet. You know,
I mean,
like
yeah, I think
how
Tank and Ryan gonna do his thing regardless, though.
mm, that's the expectation. But illegal streaming is still there, and
I I I agree with you.
and they're the younger generation, Danny. You guys are the ones that steal. It's just the truth. It's you teeny boppers, you 20 something year olds, you college kids, Um, people in their 30s and up. Yeah, I ain't gonna say they not illegally streaming too, but probably less inclined to be. I'm sure they got statistics. Are you frozen, bro? Oh, you just
No,
moved.
yeah, I was just listening to you rant, about the teeny boppers. Nah, bro, look, I hear you, champ. I hear you, man. You know, fuck you want me to say? It's something that ain't never gonna stop, bro.
I want you to answer this question. What number do you
It's some
think Devin and Loma on pay-per-view have to hit and Tank and Ryan on pay-per-view have to hit so that both of those winners meet immediately next? No in-betweens, no long drawn out bullshit negotiations like everybody sees that there's money. I want your low number where it's like even this number they should be willing to do business with each other, and then I guess your expectation number.
Yeah, that's like a six-part question.
That's all right. That makes you talk a little more than you normally do.
Yeah, champ. I mean, the sad truth is I don't see this fight happening next, but I guess in order for both of them to see it, I would say low number probably would have to be somewhere around probably 5 to 6 for Tank Ryan, and I would say 200 to 250 for Devin Loma.
200 to 250, and you think PBC would be interested in doing Devin Haney winner? I mean, Tank winner of Devin Haney Loma, even if they only got 250?
On the low end, yeah, you said the low
Yeah,
end. I
no, I
told
hear
you
you. I hear
Tank,
you. I hear you. That's your low
Tank.
number.
I
That's your low
think,
number.
I think Tank Ryan, yeah, 5 to 600, and then 2 to 250 for the Evloma.
I guess 250 is a good number because that's like up there with the Wilders and the Earls. Not a lot of people this generation doing 250.
And that's just like uh
And Tank,
that
Wilder, Earl, Tank, them guys up there.
yeah, that's just if I were to think that this had a possibility of happening next, I would say those would be like you know the numbers, but I just don't see it happening next personally.
So
I think the fights will have to play out and see what happens, but
I mean, Danny, obviously you can do Tank and Devin at another weight, but then you're opening up Devin to catch weight and negotiations that we already know will be unfair. As the undisputed champion, negotiating a pay-per-view fight with Tank for a 135 fight, there's no restrictions. Yes, the Tank side can attempt them, but now you've done 250 pay-per-views or more. Now you got all the belts. Now you beat Loma. Everything fell into place. It makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I like your 250 number. Again, I feel like, the top three guys have done 250 or slightly more, so that's not a bad number. But I don't think you can wait. I don't think you can if you don't do it next, Haney's moving up. And now what? Now Tank gets to say, "Oh, I'm you too big for me." If Loma's calling Haney a heavyweight, what is Tank gonna call him? If he's fucking calling Ryan a cruiserweight already. Oh, you're 180, you're 170. So it's like he's a cruiserweight. This one's a heavyweight. The fight won't
I find
happen.
it it's kind of hard to look at things um and not be blinded. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to um Yeah, you would hate if you think Tank Ryan not even doing 250. Um, I'm gonna just
Damn,
remove that. I'm gonna just remove that
bro.
negativity. Remove that comment. I ain't gotta time you out. Just remove that. Um, but that being said, bro, it's kind of hard for me to look at that shit and not be a little blinded, man. I just find it hard to believe that Devin or Shakur can come into this fight and not get any stipulations put on them. I just really don't see this fight happening next, man. It's sad.
I mean, Shakur's different. Shakur's down the line. He got to earn it in a sense. But Devin is on pay per view with Loma, and if he does a successful number and has all the belts, like how doesn't the business make sense? It's like he's at your weight, he got all the belts. WBA already announced they're gonna consolidate after this fight.
You know, I think a big problem is the fact that we know that this is probably it for Devin, and this is kind of like the expectation, right? So you know, we don't expect him to hang around for another year, year and a half. So what you're asking is for everything to go perfect, negotiations, agreements, everything, and everybody's upcoming fights, and then we're gonna sit down at the table after perfect negotiations, and then we're gonna
Champ,
make this big.
you are definitely a pessimist, brother. They fighting in the fourth and fifth month of the year. They're gonna have anywhere from 6 to 7 months to negotiate. Like you can't. You telling me you can't give me this sometime in November, December? Come on, champ. We both do good. Like why are you so like negative? You removing negative comments, but then you're telling me Haney, this kid is fighting the 22nd. The other one is fighting a month later. Is literally the fifth month now. Now we in the fifth month of the calendar. We got 5 months to negotiate to put this bitch on in December. You muted yourself. You keep muting yourself.
Yeah, bro, you can whack shit. The fuck what I was gonna say? Yeah, bro, I don't know this whack shit. Yeah, bro, cool.
Well, I don't know,
Oh
man.
yes, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months. Beautiful, beautiful. 5 months. You said 5 months to negotiate, brother. We got the unofficial Tank Ryan announcement 5 months before the official announcement. So it took 5 months just to go from the unofficial
Yeah,
announcement to
but
the
you talking
official
about,
announcement.
but Danny, look, and I'm saying this calmly. You talking about Tank Ryan, that Ryan is unproven. We're talking about post.
No, no, no. I go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying we talking post Haney Loma, and we talking your number of the lowest 250, good number, and a winner. That's all I'm saying. We got a good number and a winner and all the belts. Like, how isn't that enough to get it done in 5 months? In the other side, of course, it's gonna be harder to do because it's like, bro, you can't get lion's share. I'm the one on pay per view, bro. We ain't doing no co-promotion. What he bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? I'm the one on pay per view. I'm the one selling out. We don't need him to sell out. I'm the one breaking gates. It's different. He's building a resume now. This will be what, his third main event, or
Who?
I guess it would be considered his sixth, right? Even though he was a challenger in the Cambosis? No. No, so it would be his fifth legit, right?
If you talking about Devin, yeah, he got way more than five, but uh, you
Oh
know,
shit,
this is
really?
only his third. Yeah.
I thought it was just Linares, JoJo, and then Cambosos as the winner.
Then what about all the guys he fought before? So
But
you got Gamboa, you got
that was a main event?
Abdullah. Absolutely, Abdullayev was a main event.
Okay.
Antonio Moran was the main event. My man's the African dude that he fought in Louisiana and I believe Streetport. That was the main event. Showbox. Um, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. This would obviously be his first pay-per-view. Um,
which is leverage. Ryan didn't have the
let,
leverage.
let, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Does it make it any harder if if we eliminate like the last month and a half of the year? So if I tell you, boom, these guys still gonna fight, and then cool, they try to make it, but we have to take out the last 6 weeks of the year.
Meaning the fight has to be scheduled before December. December.
No December before Thanksgiving.
I still think they could do it. I mean, obviously the issue's gonna be having them pick a date that is far enough away from Canelo's date because he's going. And that's it. It's finding a date, like you said, in between September and November. And I don't think that's hard. Or you said before Thanksgiving too. Yeah, so go right back on the date. Look, they fought August 16th. Another one fought excuse me, strike that. They fought October 16th and the other one October 29th. Throw them back in October. Loma and Haney both fought in October. They about to fight in May. The winner of could go back in October.
So, when the last time Tank fought? He just fought January. Yeah, so Tank don't really have like nothing set, right? Tank don't really have like nothing set in terms of weekends that he likes to fight or weekends that he fights.
He just make money.
Devin, I know he has his weekends, and that's why I was asking you. He's not gonna try to fight in December. So can we get it done?
But he has fought in December, bro. He fought in December.
Yeah.
So, why wouldn't you fight a super fight in December? Bro, you got to stop with that energy. You got to understand, if it's Devin, and I know in your eyes it's Devin, because he's beating Loma. So, Devin and Tank, bro, I've been talking about that shit for mad long. You know how big that fight is? Those audiences would be amazing. Like, you acting like it's a regular fight. That shit is a super fight. So Devin won't change his schedule to fight Tank, one of the biggest pay-per-view draws of his generation? That shit makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just saying, why would you want to have it too close to Christmas anyway?
Because you don't want Devin.
Canelo ain't who the fuck you worry about. You worry about the holidays. You got to get it. You want to get it a good enough time before the holidays. That's all.
All right, and that's what I'm saying. You also want to get it before the holidays because of the wait, and you want to make sure it's done this year because of the wait. If you don't do it this year, it's not likely to happen next year unless it's going to be a catch weight with restrictions. Again, if Vasil is calling...
I just want you to understand that restrictions can still be put in place. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the what's on the line.
I think that they're less likely to be put in place as the undisputed champion. More likely to be put in place as the former undisputed champion with no belts, moved up to 40 and coming back down to fight a 35-pounder. Yes, it'll be easier to put restrictions on you like they did Ryan. But as the current undisputed 135-pounder coming off of 250,000 pay-per-views or better, a win over Lomachenko, it is hard to give you the Ryan Garcia contract. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But we are taking callers. We do want your opinion. The number is 1-425-569-5241. I see callers on Blog Talk. If you are there and you want to speak, you do need to press 1 to indicate to us that you're ready to rock and roll. Same goes for Discord. Need you to raise your hand if you're ready to rock and roll. And on Twitter Spaces, go ahead and request. Looks like we got Big Balls Nino. We coming to you. 1-425-569-5241.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Don't forget to drop us a 5-star review. And don't forget to support the channel by subscribing and clicking that notification bell. We're trying to get to that next level. 1 million subscribers, and only you can get us there.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Nino, what up?
Yo, Nez, Danny, what's good?
Top of the morning. What's good? Is this Hardeen? What up?
Man, I already know, dog. I already know. But with this whole Haney and Loma situation, I don't really think Loma in his bag like he used to be. I think he really on the way out after that last fight against Ortiz. But Loma might have just been thinking like, oh, Ortiz, this young bull, he ain't ready for me. I ain't gonna take him too much. I ain't gonna take him too tough and shit. He might just, you feel me, step on that gas for Haney. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think he gonna do. But I really wasn't impressed with.
Let's not forget that Loma was in the war, yo. He was,
fact.
He was
he wasn't even
coming back.
Yeah,
he was coming back from the war when he fought Jermaine. So I just want to throw that into consideration because I will say this, yo. I just seen the man, and he looked like he been in the gym. He looked like he been in the gym, and that was something that was discussed amongst us who seen him walking. Him and Shakur met up, and I was like, oh wow, okay.
in fact, like I said, I think so.
I will say that his team did not they did not like my preferred scent of the day. So I actually had to keep my distance because they made a comment and they didn't like my aroma, if you will.
Yeah, understood. I ain't know they be on that shit over there. But yeah, like I said, man, I hope Loma I still think he got some juice left. Like I said, I think this big fight gonna make him lock back in, and hopefully we get a great fight. But you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Haney. I think Haney gonna make easy work of him. He ain't gonna get into much of a firefight. He just gonna try to outbox him as best as he can. And like I said, I think Haney's just too much for Loma at this point right now, at this age. But I hope, I might be wrong. Like I said, Loma might still have some shit for him, but I think Haney gonna get an easy UD. And I don't even think people gonna give Haney the credit like that just because Loma a little bit older. I feel like if this was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, like when T.O. beat him or something like that, he would get major credit for it. But I mean, I'ma still give him credit for it. But you know how these boxing niggas is, man. They just gonna be like, oh, Loma old, that don't mean nothing. Go fight Tank or Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people gonna do him. But it's gonna be a good win though for Haney if he get it. And then if Loma get it. I don't really like, that's another thing about Loma, dog. I don't know why the fuck Loma be getting these motherfucking title shots like that, dog. Bob Arum love his ass. I don't even think Loma deserved a shot. But I mean, he really the only one you could give it to. Tank ain't gonna take the shit, and Shakur just got there. I don't think Shakur deserved it either. But shit, I guess you got to get the ticket to Loma. But like I said, Bob Arum been trying to get that nigga back them belts ever since he lost them. So shit, Devin Haney better do everything he can, cause shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they fuck around and rob Haney if it's a close fight. But that's all I got on this call, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'll go with y'all later.
Big Bows, Nino. Thanks for calling in. We going out to Cliff in Connecticut. Connecticut, stand up. I know it's freezing out there, bro, because I woke up and it's motherfucking 50 in Florida. So it got to be freezing in Vegas and in Connecticut.
Yo, I'll say Vegas for sure. Yesterday, it was the typical day that you was accustomed to before leaving, gloomy, rainy.
Horrible.
But like for like 3-4 days leading up to it, it was pool weather, baby. Shorts, t-shirt. The pool's back open.
What up, Cliff?
Okay, what's up? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I am. It's cold as hell out here in Connecticut, but right now I'm upstate New York because I'm driving a truck. But I'll be back in Connecticut in a couple hours. I wanted to touch on I want to touch on that blue magic that y'all was talking about the other day, and let me. Yeah, let me tell you what my definition of blue magic is, because me and my boy was having a debate, and he got a totally different, interpretation of what blue magic is than what I do. So to me, and I'm from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, I understand. So to me, blue magic, if you're gonna put it in a metaphor of boxing, for me it would start like with the streets. It would be the quality of the product. So the blue magic, you would have to have two superstar talent. The skill set has to be A1, and then you need the popularity to go ahead with that. So now you got blue magic. You got the highest skill level.
Mayweather Pacquiao.
Right now, exactly. So
that's what I said the
me,
first
the only
time.
The reason why Tank and this dude ain't blue magic, Ryan, because Ryan it's very close, but the problem why it's not complete like A1 blue magic is because Ryan is a little unproven. So we really don't know if he has. We don't. He's just a little unproven. He hasn't fought nobody. He brings popularity, but I feel like the talent is it's questionable. So I feel like when Tank fights Devin, that's the blue magic, because Devin has the A1 talent. Tank got the A1 talent. Tank got the popularity. Now Devin's popularity only can grow after he beats Loma, and he's undisputed. Like what that's, to me, that's blue magic. Now correct me where I'm wrong.
Let me ask you this though. Do you think that beating Loma will get Devin to the point where his popularity is greater than Ryan? Or do you think that the belts with the win and the popularity will kind of like equal out, what Ryan got going? Because obviously Ryan, not just does he have the social media following, but I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm Mexican American, bro. The Mexicans with that kid. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Majority of the Mexicans are riding with that kid for sure.
The whole Latin community, Latino community, is riding with Ryan. But I feel like when you mix everything Devin got going on, that's the blue magic, because he is undisputed, and that's what it's about. Now we stop letting the belts mean anything. Devin get a big name, he knock off a big name, and he already makes more money than Ryan, from what I hear from y'all YouTubers. Y'all, so he's filling up the stands as much as he could. He got the undisputed. He brings the total package, and so does Tank. To me, that's the true blue magic, because I can argue. Before I go, I could argue that Caleb Plant and Benavidez is a more quality fight than what we're gonna get out of Tank and Ryan as far as.
I'm with you, and the only reason I'm with you on that is because we know who they are, and in your breakdown, you're using the defense for you is that Ryan is the unknown, so I get it.
Yeah, if you no, I was gonna just kind of continue to feed off the guy. If you want to talk about pure quality, I had a discussion with Bob Santos yesterday. Video should be out shortly. I had a wonderful discussion with the 2022 Trainer of the Year. So wonderful, actually, Ness, that when we ended the show, we just couldn't end the conversation, so we had to go have lunch.
Oh, dope.
And in our conversation, bro, we was kind of discussing different things. And truth be told, in my opinion, I think that the most blue magic fight, if you will, as far as the quality, as far as the accomplishments, as far as everything, I don't think it gets any better than Inoue Fulton. Truthfully, I think that
not for me though, because you see, I was just not a fan.
Hold on, real quick. And I was just gonna say, I think in my honest opinion, we just listed, and you heard me go through a number of fights. He was complimenting the first half of the schedule for this year, brother. I think that is the best fight for a boxing fan on the schedule right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a hardcore fight, a hardcore fight for fight fans. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely, absolutely.
that shit is definitely not up there with none of the big fights. That's for hipsters, for dudes that want to know the hot guy that nobody knows, because
So
that's what that is. Nobody knows Inoue and nobody knows Fulton. Fulton been mad that nobody know him. So yeah, hopefully this does it for him because I hear Inoue is very popular in that part of the world, but you know, he ain't really he bubbling over here now, but I don't know that you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that he's gonna make Fulton a household name over here. Like, he ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I got other fights that I've been wanting a lot longer than that one. Like, that's coming out of nowhere. And that's more based off Inoue moving up. But yeah, let me get that. I mean,
yeah, no, I totally agree. Totally a boxing purist fight. But you know, that's what I was talking about. Everybody kind of views it the same. Some people think that it's the name, some people think it's the work or the quality. If you talking pure quality, um, I think that's the one for me. Truthfully, I think that's the one for me. I think that if you were to tell me, yo, Danny, granted, I live in Vegas, so it's a bit different. But if you was to tell me, yo, you could travel to any fight on the schedule right now, which one would it be? It would be that one. Granted, I live in Vegas, so I don't have to travel for Tank Ryan. I don't have to travel for Dev Loma. I don't have to travel for Plant Benavides. Granted, but for me, that's just the way
bruh,
I see it. But
bruh.
who we
So,
got next?
so hold up.
Oh, oh,
Help,
oh,
help,
oh,
help
oh,
us
oh, oh.
understand this shit for us hardcore casuals, right?
I got him.
Cause I'm a hardcore casual. Cause I like. What's Inoue's two biggest wins?
I mean,
Hold on. Go ahead, Danny.
shit, you would have to put. Unfortunately, I feel like
You
you
already
gotta put.
starting off wrong saying unfortunately, but go ahead.
No, cause I'm trying to like the thing is I'm one of the people that say, "What have you done for me lately?" So it's like if I mention to you what a win that he had at 15 or oh 08, or, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, whoa, that's some old shit. You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
just saying. I'm just saying. What's his two biggest wins? Just two biggest wins.
Yeah, I would definitely put undisputed with Paul Butler up there,
And
and
Nonito.
then and Nonito.
See,
And then Fulton's biggest win is
Actually,
what's Fulton's two biggest wins?
Figueroa.
I would put Maloney over I would put
Oh,
Maloney
oh my God.
over Paul Butler.
Yo, shit. Okay, so that was Fulton's two biggest wins.
Fulton, I mean Figueroa, and then what? Danny Roman, probably.
Yeah.
Man, y'all tripping like a motherfucker, man.
But look, Dan,
Seriously,
you
bro.
helping make my point.
No.
Yo,
Hold up, hold up. Like even Ryan has bigger wins than that. Like you talking about Inoue
Yeah, what world champion he beat?
is Maloney?
No. I was saying I would put that win over Paul
Butler?
Butler. Yeah, I would put it
Butler?
over the
Maloney,
undisputed one.
Butler, any of them fights, nobody tuned in to watch them shits.
Brother,
Nobody.
okay, but you talking about all world champion, somebody that Ryan has never
Bruh,
fought.
man,
So
yo,
so go
all
fuck
world
yourself.
champions
Go
not
fuck
created
yourself.
equal, man. Get the fuck out of
I don't
here.
give a fuck, bro. 3 world champions. He ain't fought not one motherfucker. What are you talking about? You talking about 1 3 division world champion who undisputed the division, another guy who been holding it down. The undisputed champ is moving up to challenge. Like this what this about, bro. Like fuck is wrong with you?
Man, knock it off.
You just not hip. You just not hip, and that's cool.
Nah.
You get what I'm saying?
They not hip. Daniel Roman never been popping. Okay? Stop it. The Figueroa fight, people wanted a rematch. Knock it the fuck off. Butler's the worst.
And they
Butler was the
gonna get it,
worst
and they
fight.
moved up.
Butler was the worst fight for Undisputed. He took the cake.
Yeah, I mean, I
took the
replaced
cake.
him. I replaced him.
And having a dude 35, 39 years old, matter of fact, as the biggest name on your resume, and you fucking, how old is he? How old is he? How old is Inoue? Cause Oni Nonito is the only name. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Trying to act like that shit is all, bro. That shit is a regular fight. That's another unification, bro. And it's not really that, because it's more on the Tank Ryan level, and then I don't mean it from popularity or explosiveness or action. I'm talking about catch weight. This is not a catch weight, but it got to do with weight. One dude's moving up. Smaller man is Inoue. We don't even know if his power is gonna carry. The motherfucking diehard Inoue fans just assuming it is, because it's only allegedly 4 pounds.
No, and that's what makes this fight so fucking great. If you go watch my interview with Bob, I legit brought that up. I'm like, yo, I'm the motherfucker that says he skipped 112 when all them killers was there. I'm the motherfucker that say he started at 108. Is that power gonna carry the 122? He fighting in a
But that's what I just said.
Planet.
I literally just said that.
But that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Is there not these unanswered questions with Ryan, somebody who ain't never fought a world champion, bro?
But that's what I'm saying. This fight is as unfair as that fight. We don't know if Inoue's power's carrying up. Fucking Fulton was about to fight at 26. Okay, he was about to fight at 26
because he is for the people, and he heard what people were saying, and he was trying to get Figueroa to rematch.
And that's cool. All I say to me, he big. All I say to me, he big.
And?
What you mean? And the other dude is small, Danny. All right, I'm gonna move on. Go ahead. I mean, he don't want to listen to reason. You know when he get in his moods.
Bro, did Loma not start at a lower weight class and accomplish things and move up, and now he's about to fight the undisputed champ?
Yeah, but Loma never had power. He's always been efficient with activity. Go ahead. I mean, I apologize.
You know what's crazy? Nah. Both of you guys are making the point, right? And I'm going to take Blue Magic out of here, right? I got to break it down a little bit. Y'all guys is talking that talk, right? So, boom, right? Take Davis's powder. Are exciting. That shit keep you up.
You got talking to the mic, bro. We lost you.
Hold up. I'm good now?
Yeah.
All right, so bet. Really, Tank Davis's powder. His fights is exciting. They keep you up. They give you a blast. Are you waiting for that pop, right? Devin Haney might be a little bit more like Blue Magic. It might lull you to sleep. You might catch yourself nodding off a bit, right? And what's happening with Ryan Garcia is cannabis. Cannabis is casual, even though I don't know if that was Loma's, camp that didn't like the fragrance, right? Cannabis is still very casual, still draws in people of all ages, of all whatever. So I wouldn't say Ryan is Blue Magic. I would say Ryan is the plant. Ryan is universal. Ryan got everybody's attention watching. Cannabis is getting legalized all over the place. Shout out to Hardin, right? And Ryan is bringing attention from all over the place. So, maybe not Blue Magic, but maybe Ryan got that fire green. Shout out to Puff Puff Pastries as well. That's my call.
So I see someone in the chat, this guy, Scott. Listen, Scott, it's not about a narrative for me. It's just the truth. When Rigo moved up to fight Loma, he was the smaller man. No matter what skills he had. You tell me who had a better opportunity. Rigo, the two-time gold medalist, already world champion, already beat a prime Regendow 50 million years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, weight does matter. I've been this way all the time. When Brooke moved up, I didn't want it. It's like weight does matter.
Can we agree that unlike the instances that you are naming, that these guys are fighting each other at the prime and peak of their careers?
I don't know.
It ain't Rigondeaux moving up after he's already. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is different. Like, it's the undisputed champ moving up.
For sure, for sure. But Rigondeaux would have for sure been undisputed. They just avoided him. You have to have watched his career. Rigondeaux was one of the greatest at that weight.
Well, I just know that when you mentioned Rigondeaux, you didn't mention anything he had done within 8 years of the fight. You mentioned his fight.
I
I
purposely
think you meant
mentioned
with
it.
Donaire. I think you meant with
Yeah,
Donaire.
yeah. I
But you
purposely
you
meant Donaire because Donaire is the biggest name on fucking Inoue's resume 10 years later,
right.
bro.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, he got an opportunity against Loma moving up, but it was like, bro, at what point did he get that opportunity? It wasn't when he was his best. It was when Loma was his best, I would say. You get what I'm saying? So it's a bit different. I think that when you talk about pure boxing, this fight is as good as it gets on the schedule, in my opinion.
And that's based off what though? Because when you say pure boxing, I feel like it's because the two fighters are each equally skilled as boxers, right? Like
Well,
like
no. I'm saying when I say pure boxing, I'm talking about take names away from it, take social media following away from it. I'm just talking about on paper, this matchup. I would put Plant Benavides closely behind that one. You get what I'm saying? Like when you look at it, it is a close matchup. This guy could win by this way. You know what I'm saying? It is a tough boxing fight, in my opinion. I think that Plan Benavides is also that good. I think that Inoue Fulton is just a little bit better, my opinion, just a little bit. Um, yeah.
in a way,
So that
Fulton is a little bit better than Plant Benavides.
yeah, right now, yeah.
But what are we basing it off?
I just think that Plant Benavides at their best, I don't know. I feel like it would have been something that I would have liked to see maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
So you needed Plant to be undefeated?
I think that I would have liked to have seen him not get knocked out going into this fight.
Yeah, man, that's that undefeated mentality. See, for me it's about who you've been in the ring with. That's what make the fight good. Like, or unless you have that, eye test. And that only takes you so far. We still want to see you get tested. So who you've been in there with makes your next fight better. Because it's like, again, you got to go off resume, man. Like to say it's a big fight, a super fight, a equally skilled fight. They have to have showed you their skills versus people that you deem worthy. You got to deem them worthy. Like Benavides has fought more worthy adversaries than some of these guys that you're mentioning. Now, you want to crown Payano as a big name because he had a belt? And I don't mean big name popularity. I'm just saying like a skilled champion. A skilled champion. Like, I watched Payano fight. I'm pretty sure he had 2 fights with Rashid Warren. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who he trained with. I'm pretty sure he was with Herman Caicedo. Like, I know Nonito. I seen him in his prime versus Rigo. Like, I'm lost here to what we talking about. Like, Daniel Roman became who he was because of Eddie Hearn. Roman was on Thompson Boxing fighting on YouTube streams. He became who he was because of Eddie Hearn. And he got some selection. He didn't get in there I'm just saying, man, like
He ain't get in that time.
Erickson
Please
Lubin,
say that.
Erickson
Please
Lubin,
tell me that.
Erickson
Yo, so
Lubin,
he ain't
listen
get
to
in
me.
that time?
Listen to me. Erickson Lubin has been in there with more top 10 fighters. Like fights with Lubin and Fandora those two guys, that was equally matched. That was equal skill. Like Fedora's been in with names, Lubin's been in with names. You know what I'm saying? That can fight. Dudes that been out there doing shit, not dudes that just got a name because they won a vacant fucking title and they had the right promoter. No, dudes that can fight, man. Like, and I'm not shitting on this fight. I'm just saying y'all shitting on other fights to tell us, the real hardcores, that y'all smarter than us, that these dudes, this is a better fight, more skill fight. Tell me how. Break it down how. How this man fighting a bunch of fucking nobodies that nobody wouldn't give a motherfucking fuck about. Tell me. I want y'all to tell me.
What's the point of telling you? You already said you don't watch the lower divisions and that's cool.
Who the fuck don't watch it? That's your motherfucking excuse to try to win the argument. I watch 118. I watch 115. Fuck y'all talking about. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never watched Big Darchinian. Fuck out of here.
Said Danny won a vacant, not me. I wasn't the dumb motherfucker that let that stupid shit come out my mouth because I was there when I seen him in them real fights. So you know what I'm saying?
Slim. Hey Danny, don't let Ness take you off your square.
I said Daniel Roman won a vacant.
Yes, you did.
The real motherfucker.
I didn't.
You said that the motherfucker got an opportunity because of Eddie winning vacants.
No. What?
Bro.
I say he got an opportunity because I say he got opportunity because of Eddie.
All that Thompson and all that. Yeah. You said all of that. But you said he won a vacant.
No, I didn't, man. Get out of here.
Okay. But go ahead, champ.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Danny, don't fall off your square, man. You stand on that soapbox, man. You talking that real shit. That's on some McDonald's and Wendy's shit. We eating motherfucking
so explain it to me. Explain it to me.
We eating Panera pot belly over this motherfucker. At the end of the day, NUR Fulton is a way better fight than some motherfucking Reggie and Contender Ryan. It just is what it is.
We didn't compare to that. We didn't compare to that. We get it. We got two popular fighters, but it's not a good fight. We did not compare it to that.
Now let's get to the next thing. The second best fight. It ain't even Benavidez and Plant. Why are we not talking about Stanionis and Ortiz?
Tell Golden Boy they're the lead promoter.
But we don't need.
Hold on. I guess the only thing with that one, I jump in with that one, and that's another great one. I've been on the record stating that that's a tough one. I think Stanonius is more than a live dog in that one. I think that the tough thing with that one is one, desire, and two is just like we ain't never seen either guy be world champion. It's like, having those titles definitely adds something to it. I think that's what makes this one so intriguing. You have a 3-division, formerly undisputed champion moving up to challenge the unified champion.
Yeah, I got that. But we already established that NUR Fulton is the best one. I don't give a fuck what nobody else is saying. But the second one, I think. But what I was saying is,
based off what? Why you can't explain it to me?
If I
don't know, be a friend and explain it.
I'm just explaining. I just gave you a perfect analogy. You're talking about McDonald's versus Panera. We know it's better Just because one is popular and everywhere don't mean it's the best fucking thing.
Do you hear this conversation as a two-way conversation, brother?
Let me break it down to you why.
But can you hear me? Do you hear me?
Go on, Ma.
I'm asking you to break it down, but you keep comparing it to Hear me out, brother. Hear me out. When you break it down, when you do, please do not compare it to Tank and Ryan, because that is not the argument. We did not compare Fulton and in no way to Tank and Ryan. Stop using that.
You sort of did.
No,
we did do that though. When you sort of did.
No.
You said ain't nobody talking about that fight.
No. That's not the argument. That's not the argument. I want y'all to tell me why it's a better fucking fight than every other
I'll
fight.
Tell you why. Okay, let me fight from my point of view, from a real motherfucker's point of view. It's a better fight because we know that NUR have the ability to go weight class to weight class to scout motherfuckers. Just because Inua is not the most popular here in the States doesn't mean he's not popular worldwide and he don't fill arenas where he's from. And he's not getting the check because he's a superstar.
Who is he scalping? Who is he scalping?
Give me the skip. I gave you the breakdown on Inua. Why this is important. Let's go to Fulton. Fulton, I know all y'all want to shake y'all booty hole and booty clap for Boots. Boots ain't the king of Philly. Fulton is the king of Philly. It just is what it is right now. Fulton is the king of Philly. Fulton and scalped everybody in front of him. Yes, people wanted to see a rematch with Figueroa. We know that was a good fight. You'll probably see that fight again. So now we got the motherfucking king of Philly fucking with the king of Japan, and let's make it happen. You want to go through names and names and names. Most people who follow boxing, I know the names. But this is where we get back to the popularity contest thing. You can say these names, but most people don't follow boxing enough to know the names.
Y'all clowning, man. Y'all clowning, and y'all can't fool me, bro. Y'all clowning, and y'all can't fool me. You out here, you out here perpetrating the fraud, brother. You out here perpetrating the fraud. You trying to tell motherfuckers. Come on, we both can't talk. All right, you talk. I'll wait till you're done.
No, so what's the best fight on the books right now, Ness?
Nah, I'm gonna wait till you're done, bro. Don't worry.
No, question. I'm done.
The best fight? I don't know. I would have
the best fight on the book.
I would have to think about it.
I could have sworn you said Reggie and motherfucking Rob was the best fight on the books right now.
How the fuck I said that, man? Come on. Bruh, all I know is you can't justify calling them motherfuckers kings. Kings of what? Kings of what?
Who said kings?
And you said kings. That's
no.
Folk
is the king of Philly. Right now, so is nobody in Philly better than Folk.
You can rewind that, and maybe Enua has a case to say he's a king because he did undisputed. But people got the nerve to tease Devin Haney about undisputed with Cambosos
No. Devin
and having the easiest route. Who the fuck is Paul Butler?
I never said anything. I never brought up one thing about Inua being the king of 118. I said the king of Japan, and I told Philly, and I said Philly was the king of Philly. That's all I said.
This boxing, brother. This boxing. You can't crown nobody the fucking king unless they undisputed. You out here just putting tags. And making names up to sauce up the fight. You want to sauce up the fight, but the truth is, it ain't what it is. Y'all faking it up. Y'all faking it. You gonna tell me, and this is where we keep having issues. This is where we keep having issues, right? Like the other dude called in.
I have an issue with what you just said too.
Go ahead.
Can you tell us what the best fight is? Me and Danny already told you. He felt was the best fight, but you don't want to say what the best fight is. We already told you what the best fight is. So what's the best fight, Ness?
I told you I gotta think about it, but you can't. You can't.
Danny, I'm like I came in the gate, Danny. You right.
You and Danny out here saying that this the best fight and that
the best fight.
All the other fights ain't good. It's like, no.
I didn't say that.
Bro,
I said
that, bro. Yeah,
no, that's not the case. This is not the best fight. This is not the best fight. There's other fights out there. Equally or better. And for a fact, I think David Benavidez and Plant better than this. For sure.
Bro, just because if your opinion ain't matching that opinion, your opinion is invalid, champ.
Y'all both talking at the same time, so I ain't hear neither one of y'all. What you say? Either one of y'all, what y'all say, because I ain't hear none of y'all.
Go ahead, Danny.
Nah, I ain't say shit, bro.
Well, for a guy who actually followed the sport or who actually been tweeting about this shit, Benavidez and Plant is an over-marinated fight to me, and I've been saying this since 2019. So that's why I put Virgil Ortiz
and over-marinated about it. Ain't nothing over-marinated about it.
I guess everybody
just casual. You just a casual. You see an O disappear, and now the fight is over-marinated.
here talking about NUR Fulton, but come on, that don't even sound right, Mo. Think about what you just said. I can
NUR Fulton, dog, that's what I'm trying to tell you. NUR Fulton is perpetrating the fraud. That's the popular topic for the hipsters. That's the popular topic for the hipsters. But based off what?
It's so much a weak fight. But look, it's so much of a weak fight.
I
It don't
never
make
called
sense.
it weak. I never called it weak. Never called it weak. Never called it.
You said it was a fraud.
I just said it's not the best fight out there the way y'all claim it. I never called it a fraud. I said you perpetrating the fraud.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion. And I'm sure I'm not the only, me and Danny not the only ones who think like that. I guess we're going to be frauds and casuals on that. And that's what it's going to be, Mo. It's going to be what it's going to be.
We're not entitled to an opinion. You ain't hear him. He said our opinion was wrong, brother.
All right, Ron boy.
Yeah, we out, Mo.
CYP, what up?
Yo.
What up?
All right, man, yo. I don't know if I like coming at the dude or what. I don't know, but he be getting on my goddamn nerves. But that's cool, though, because I get on people's nerves, too, so it's all good. I'm going to give my list of the best fights on the books / about to be on the books. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. 5, Fulton versus Inoue. 5, Fulton versus Inoue. 4, Fury Usyk if it gets signed. 3, Plant versus Benavidez. 2, Devin versus Loma. Number 1, Tank versus Ryan. Go from the top to the bottom. Tank versus Ryan 1. Devin versus Loma 2. Plant versus Benavidez 3. Fury versus Usyk 4. Fulton versus Inoue 5. I based that list on who the fuck trying to watch this shit. I just find it funny that people get so emotional for their fighters that they never even met, don't even know the motherfuckers. That shit's weird. Like, it's very, 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 very weird. I told Danny personally, in the back car personally, if I find out that Tank Davis is putting weight clauses on any 135-pounder to fight him, he gonna get some smoke from me because I don't know the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He ain't my personal friend. I'm not going off like y'all be going off for these fighters. You fucking crazy. Don't even like y'all, to be honest with you. Straight up. I cap for Wilder because I know the motherfucker. I don't even know Plant, so I ain't capping for him, but I could. I just don't want to. At the end of the day, y'all need to start getting personal relationships. You're going to do all this capping. Ness and Danny different. They actually know the fighters. Some of y'all fucking crazy. But we all know we've been asking for taking Ryan. Then we get it. Now we're in the big fight. Now it ain't the biggest fight. Everybody wanted Devin and Loma for years. They ain't talking about the fight. Now y'all don't
I just want to say that
Go ahead.
we weren't saying that. I know some callers brought that up. Ness tried to clear that up. The argument was never Tank Ryan. And just to be clear, I totally said not based on popularity. I know you got your list. I'm just saying, for me it wasn't based on popularity. It was just based on two guys in their 20s undefeated. I think there's a lot of questions, and I feel like, to me, it's the fight that I am most excited to see, and the fight that I think is the most 50-50 matchup on paper.
No, listen to me. I ain't mad at nobody's
And that's
opinion,
just my opinion.
on what's good. I ain't mad at nobody's opinion. I just think it's hardcore. Sometimes we actually believe. Sometimes. Every day, hardcores believe what they want matters more than what casuals want, even though boxers and promoters care about the casual more than they care about you. Repeat. Hardcores think they matter more than casuals, but the boxer and the promoter care more about the casuals than they do about you. Can somebody please explain that to the motherfuckers? They don't care what y'all talking about. Trust me, they want to make money. Everybody's about making money. Every sport is about entertaining you, drawing eyes. This best versus best for skill. Andre Ward versus Kovalev was one of the best fucking fights that could have been made at the time, and y'all motherfuckers didn't show up. I seen more motherfuckers watching this shit and talking about it than bought the pay-per-view.
We were there.
No, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who calling in, talking about all this skill versus skill, the best versus the best shit.
And that's all I'm saying. They talking the skill. Before you go, you've been watching boxing for a while. Do you think Daniel Roman is going to be a champ again?
No.
Do you think Angelo Leo will even get a shot to be a champ again?
Probably not.
Paul Butler, does he win another belt?
Fuck no.
I'm just saying, man. They try to call me a fucking hater. And it's so unfair, bro. It's like, how you gonna say this fight more skilled than Plant Benavidez when these opponents that these fighters are fighting will probably never hear the motherfuckers again? That's why I always bring up Pedraza and Tank. He's a 2-time champ. Just got to draw with whoever the fuck he got to draw with, which means they still couldn't take him out. Like, is Daniel Roman going to be a 2-time champ? Is fucking Leo Cruz or Angelo Leo going to be a 2-time champ? Oh, man. But I'm a hater. The most skilled fight, it ain't getting taught. What you mean? What you mean? How? Based off what? I thought skill is the dudes you fought. If anything, Devin and Loma is the most skilled fight because they got opponents there that they fought that you could compare to each other and stuff like that. But it's like the guys that the New Way fought, man, I love Nonito, but, he's 39.
Yeah, that's so.
And he gave him his toughest
he was
fight.
36 when they fought. He was 36 when
All
they
right,
fought.
and he gave him his toughest fight, Danny.
Yeah, he did.
Now, we questioning.
Roman.
All right, or do we question whether or not
hold on,
35 is old for Bud?
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, I mentioned Roman.
You mentioned Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Does Floyd Mayweather win another title?
Hell yeah, he could win another title.
Hell I'm saying currently, based off what you've seen in the ring recently, does he win another title off his recent fights?
Are you trying to be technical and say that he's retired? I don't know what you mean by that. Because you're saying currently what I seen in the ring.
Isn't he retired?
Because he's been in the ring, so I just want you to motherfucking be clear. If you're trying to do a little sandbag question, say it's a sandbag question. Because if we basing it off of can he win another title, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm raising my hand. He could come back and win another world title. Why? Do you not believe it? Go ahead, say it on air that you don't believe Floyd could win another world title.
At this point in time, as a retired fighter, no, I don't.
Okay, I disagree. I disagree totally. Absolutely.
With who he is, he would have to come out of retirement to do so. So yeah,
again, sandbag question. You boring, bro. Like either you want to talk boxing or you want to look cute. Cause that, no, as a retired fighter, no. Can he come back and win? Yes or no? No, as a retired fighter, you wasting time. We got callers that's ready to talk. Either you want to talk or they want to talk.
Champ. Because, bro, we wouldn't even be on this shit if people's opinion could actually get respected. But it's like somebody gives they valid opinion. Valid. I ain't say it was the most skill. I said it's the best fight on paper, the most 50-50 fight on paper that we have on the schedule. Slightly ahead of Benavidez' plan, in my opinion. But because you don't agree with it, my shit invalid, and now all this shit is stupid.
Ain't nobody saying shit invalid, man. Get out of here. It's all good.
That's usually what dismissal mean, champ. When you dismiss somebody, you invalid. CYP, when you dismiss these callers, these people, ain't you saying you invalid? I'm not taking what you're saying into consideration. I'm not even trying to hear what you got to say.
No, I just asked you and everyone else to explain it. Because when you say that this is the best fight, it's got to be based off resume. Because you can't be the best. It's only based off who you fight to be the best. Y'all just can't come up with a logical argument, I'm a hater.
Because you putting words in my mouth. I said this is the most 50-50 fight on paper, yeah. So what do you define as best? 50-50, most entertaining, biggest names,
so this
biggest
is 50-50.
Who can put more asses in seat?
So this is 50-50. So Tank, Tank Ryan isn't 50-50, or Plant Benavidez isn't 50-50, or Loma Haney isn't 50-50?
Yeah, I think that this one is more 50-50 than all those fights you listed, in my opinion, yes.
All right. We got hella callers, man. I'm gonna let this argument go. Go ahead, CYP. I'm gonna leave it alone, man.
All right, listen. I also want to make this clear. You know what I'm saying? People talking about when Tank brings somebody up in weight. Let me tell you what bringing somebody up in weight is. It's when they come up for a one-off and go back down. That's bringing somebody up. Not when they stay there. That means they came to that bitch, whoever the first fighter was they fought, they got to fight somebody, and then they stay there. I didn't come up for him. So when you say, oh, the last guy he fought Garcia, Tank brought him up. You don't know that. We have to wait and see where Garcia fights next. If he fights at 135, Tank can bring him up. That's where he's at. Bring up is Rigo. Rigo was brought up, went his ass back down. That's a bring up. So for all you motherfuckers who always talking about what Tank doing to somebody, no, don't get it twisted. Tank went up for Barrios, fought once, came back down. That's a bring up. So if y'all feel so bad about Tank's opponents, feel bad about Tank for being brought up by Barrios. Oh, but you won't do that. CYP out.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that, man. If they moved up and they fought that first fight, you moved them up.
Not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's no. I think that's what he was saying. He's saying that he ain't that technically Tank ain't the one that's moving Ryan up, but as far as the whole, what the fuck he just said? Oh man, yeah, lost my train of thought, but fuck, it'll come to me.
Danny.
What up? Oh yeah, you can't say that Tank move that Barrios moved Tank up when it's a title on the line. You got to fight in a weight class to challenge for the title.
Danny, who's right more? You or the bookies? When it comes to 50-50 fights?
I mean, I don't make the odds, so
that means they would be right more than you, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you calling them doing their job, being right, yeah.
All right. And isn't Tank and Ryan tighter on the books as long as we've been checking? For as long as we've been checking, even before it was announced, we had sites that were giving us odds. Hasn't that been a tighter fight than Fulton and Inoue? Isn't Inoue a 3-1?
I would have to check. I would have to check the odds.
Please do, because I thought Inoue was a 3-1. Just saying. I got NFL. What up?
So is the sports book that trump my opinion?
Excuse me?
Just carry. I said. So with the sports book, would they trump your opinion?
No, if they have it even, they have it even. But I know that you can also give me a counter and say that money came in. Money changes the line. That's why I said Tank Ryan, because that one we've been following it.
Yeah. So if we being truthful, on every betting site that currently has odds.
Isn't there
of the three?
Doesn't ProBox give you the opening odds?
Yeah, I'm on ProBox. Of the three sites that have Tank and Ryan and Fulton Inoue, only one has Tank Ryan the closer. That's Bet 365. FanDuel and William Hill both have Inoue Fulton closer odds, a closer fight.
But don't ProBox give you the opening odds before money came in? What they opened that before the fanatics influenced it. Let me get to some callers here while you try and find that. If you could, that would be great. If not, it's understandable.
Yeah, so it opened Steph Fulton. It hasn't changed. So Steph Fulton opened the plus 200. He's a plus 200. Inoue opened the minus 270. He's a minus 275.
All right, Rue in the 504. Talk to me.
What's going on, fellas? What's up? Morning.
Yeah, so for Tank Ryan, Gervonta opened up a minus 360. He is currently a minus 370. And then Ryan opened up a plus 250.
Well, I guess is my audio coming in clear?
Clear as day.
I guess as far as Devin getting respect, I kind of think he already has it already. I mean, he's undisputed. That's the way I look at it. But certain people value belts or not, so that could, change from person to person. I obviously I'm going to be picking Loma to win this one. I'm a Loma fanboy, but I don't think I think undisputed he already has it. I mean, I don't get him needing that win to get respect. I will commend TBV for evolving on its tone towards Loma over the past few months. That's very encouraging because
few months, you're hilarious.
I mean, because it's kind of like when we went from Bum Lufkin to, oh, he's a good fighter, when it was
Bro,
looking like Canelo might get in the ring with him.
Your
It seems like
your boy started receiving hate from me once I traveled hundreds of thousands of miles to cover why he's avoiding the young Devin Haney. That's when he received hate.
Like, I don't know if it's similar.
Before that, I wasn't hating. I was just picking against him. I picked Solito and the other dude against him.
For months before the Rigo fight, you were saying Rigo's gonna embarrass Loma. Watch.
I picked him too. I did pick him
now,
too.
You picked Rigo? Poor Rigo. Who was talking?
Bro, you know how tight I was with Rigo, bro? That's like, what the fuck?
We were both.
How many camps?
I don't.
I knew he was
I
gonna
had just
lose
met you
to
at
me,
the
but
time, so I don't know.
Bro, check the YouTube channel, bro. How many camps did I spend with Rigo and Pedro Diaz, man? Of course I gotta pick my mans.
But anyway, just like what
did I ever pick against Wilder? Like,
on your evolving position, and you're seeing the light. Loma is a good fighter now. I mean, you picked against him every fight, Ness. You know that, right?
That's not true. I only picked against him in those 3 fights. The Rigo, the Solito, and the Walters.
Said on this show, Nakatani might sleep him. You said Nakatani might sleep Loma.
Man,
you said that.
But I ain't pick his ass. But I ain't pick him. I ain't pick him. Get out of here, man. You always.
Yo, my man's be tripping.
He ain't tripping for real.
It's been a great set of shows lately.
I'm talking about you, brother. I'm talking about you. Be tripping sometimes.
How, bro? See. I follow Rigo's entire career. He won a title in 12 fucking fights. I watched him do that. Then he beat.
He's saying you talking about. You said Nakatani was knocking out.
Bro, I never said that shit, man. I mean, I don't know if I said that shit, but it don't mean I picked him. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean I picked him. Yo, I got Beeb sending me the odds here, and it says Ryan is a plus 230 on DraftKings. I think this looks like DraftKings, and Tank is a minus 310. He said, "What's Danny talking about?" Well, maybe send Beeb the link. He gonna come for you.
So Tank is a minus 300, while Inoue is a minus 200. Meaning I gotta put more on Tank to win 100. Meaning he is a bigger favorite.
Tell him, Danny. You heard him, Beeb. I got C-Dub. What up, C-Dub?
Yo, how are you?
His mic, I hear you. I hear you.
Yo, how are you?
We hear you.
Straight. All right. You were just about to say my audio never works.
Yeah, because I was gonna fuck with you. I heard you from the jump.
I know, man. Rue got you disturbed already, man. Here you go, man. TBV, smash that like button. It's free. Smash that like button, man. Do something with yourself. Shout out to the panel. You know, Devin, Loma, and Tank and Ryan, you had mentioned what they have to do for it to happen next. Yes. Man, I think a little different, man. You know, I think, and don't go crazy, man. I think they both have to do bad or not so good for them to fight each other. If they do great without each other, then they'll continue to do great without each other. You know, hopefully I'm wrong. You know, but you know that's my take on that. You know, Dan, I don't know what you need to do, man. You need to get your boxing passion back, man, or not.
Word.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man. I see this issue with a lot of boxing fans sometimes. They throw fighters away and off one loss. Like this fight, Devin and Loma has lost no luster for me, man. Just like if Keith and Bud fought, like the losses is about who you fought. You know, it's about if you have losses against great fighters, then it's still a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Or if you That's one thing you can appreciate, and that's about UFC. UFC fans, they don't throw their fighters away off a loss because it's expected. You know, when you fighting the
So who'd
killers,
I
like
throw away, champ?
if
Who'd
Bud
I throw
actually fought
away?
Keith, Spence, Danny, Sean,
Who
Ugas, you think it's expected that he
you?
might have a loss or
I
two.
threw all of them away, or was you answering me, or is you continuing your statement?
What you said?
I said who'd I throw away? Because you said that I need to get my passion back because I shouldn't be throwing fighters away after one loss. So I want to know who I threw away.
Oh no, yeah, I had grouped you in right there. It was you didn't throw nobody away. You had said this fight lose a little luster because of the losses. You said you wish Long wouldn't have had the losses or something like that.
Oh no! You totally misheard. The only time he asked me anything, and in that regards, we was discussing why I feel that Fulton Inoue is better than Benavidez Plant, and I said to that effect that I would have preferred to have seen the fight without anybody being knocked out. So it ain't
Gotcha.
even the fact that there's a loss on the line in that one. It was just the fact that I think Inoue and Fulton is just a bit better of a fight, just a bit better, and a bit. And when I
But
say better, I
why?
mean
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree. I mean, it's just
yeah,
as good.
and that's
It's an
cool, and
undisputed.
and I respect your opinion. Unlike Ness.
But that's why it's statue shit. I mean, statue shit, man. Wilder lost to Fury, AJ lost to Ruiz, so it's about who you lost, man. But I got to get on this
Yo,
now.
perfect. That's a great
Don't kick
example.
me
No, no,
off,
no,
Ness.
no. That's a
Don't kick
perfect
me off,
example,
man.
brother.
Because I'm
That's
with
the
Danny.
greatest example.
What'd you say?
Yo, hold on. That's the greatest example because you
Stay
just mentioned
talking over
Wilder.
his call. I'm definitely
Bro, I think
moving
Wilder
on when that
AJ is
bell
a
rings.
phenomenal fight. I think Wilder
Hold on.
AJ is a phenomenal fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Now watch this. Watch this. I think that fight is more 50-50 than Benavidez and Plant. That's still a fight that I would have liked to see without either guy being knocked out. But I still find that to be a 50-50 fight. I'm not shitting on any fight. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
I
That's
got
just
you.
my
You got
opinion.
and that's my fault confusing you, man. But let me get this out real quick. I don't know what NUA have to do to get respect around here, Danny. I'm really not sure, man. But I missed the show with Mario Manguilla. I know he would have my back on this one. The man beat champions, man. Destroyed them. You gonna get this work, like Loaded Lux will say, man. Y'all don't mention, and I keep getting my hardcore card stamped around here and on the back call. Shout out to back call. Emmanuel Rodriguez, Danny. Emmanuel Rodriguez beat Maloney and he beat Butler. And the man got destroyed in 2 rounds in the Super Series. I was watching that fight. I was looking out for that fight because I'm trying to find good opponents that in your way to give them credibility. And that's what he did, man. So, you're going to get this work, man. Shout out TVV, smash that like button, it's free, man. What in your way got to do to get that respect? If he win, lose, or draw against Fulton, man, it should be respect, man. But he top 10 pound for pound on the list for me already. Shout out TVV, smash that like button, do something with yourself.
All right. Hawk, Maryland. Hawk, you there? C Dub, tell me in the chat if Emmanuel Rodriguez is ever going to be a champ. Let me know in that chat, man. Hawk, what up?
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right, TBV, what's up? Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Hey, what up, Ringwall?
Champ, what up? What up? What up?
Hey, too much, boss. Hey, look, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like the Devin Haney and Loma fight. They trying to dead it down now because Devin Haney looks to be more superior now. But when Devin Haney was first trying to have that fight, Loma was looked at as this monster, and he still was not trying to fight Haney. So I still want that fight. I think that's still the better fight because we've been waiting for that fight. The only reason it's not being called as good a fight now because everybody knows Devin Haney is much better than he was when they thought Loma could have beat him. Now since there's question marks, Now this fight ain't such a big deal. But yes, this fight is the big deal. Devin Haney and Loma. But the argument I was making yesterday, when I called in on Ness, is that's why this whole argument about these different weight class fighters is going on is because we need AJ to do well. Like I said yesterday, we need the heavyweights on the scene because when the heavyweights roll, it ain't no question about which weight class and which fighters. Everybody wants to see the heavyweights get down. We know what Usyk got going. We know what Joshua's record looked like. We know Wilder's record. We know Tyson Fury. We know the heavyweights. I want to see the heavyweights. That's why I said I want to see what Joshua do. Come back strong so we get these heavyweights so we can stop mulling around with these little teeny guys. I can't get into these fights with these guys only weighing 110 pounds. I can't do it. So I'm waiting for the heavyweights. But TBV, great show. I say Loma and Devin Haney fight.
Speaking of the heavyweights, you know, I was just curious. I know it's not official, but I was like, let me see if they got odds for Fury Usyk. And to my surprise, it's actually closer on the betting odd than Fulton Inoue. They have it a very, very 50-50 fight in the sports book. And that's Fury a minus 220, Usyk a minus 170. So you know the bookie feels like that's a close fight apparently.
The heavyweights are the play. The heavyweights. But TBV number one, that's my call.
It is hard to pick that fight like from a skill standpoint. I'm picking Fury obviously because he's got skill and size, so you want to believe it's gonna factor in. I got Big Matthews with a £2 super chat. He says, "Stop it, Danny. Go back to sleep." Fury Usyk number one. 4 laughing out loud emojis. You got Joshua Cabrera that says,
I mean that one
Haney.
not done though. I was talking about fights that's done.
Joshua Cabrera says Haney sparring Cabrera for Loma. Is that true, Danny?
If it is, that's news to me.
He getting
Devin's
ready
in
for,
LA this week, so
he getting ready
I
for
haven't,
Pitbull.
I haven't really spoke to Champ this week. He's in LA, getting work at Wild Card.
We going out to the 606. Who's this?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Who's this?
This is Slugger, the Blue Magic Plug, bringing you the good shit.
Where you calling in from?
Kentucky.
Go for it, Slugger.
Man, you know, Devin Haney, if he wins this fight, I think this will be one that people will respect him. I'm one of the ones that think he needs to, you know, get a big win to get some more respect. I know you guys are big up on him. But we need to tip our hat to Tank and Ryan for making these fights actually happen in this day and age, because it seems like everybody's, you know, just avoiding each other, and you know they're really like to say they're blazing trails. But let's see, what else was it? There, Charlo's going to kill Tim Tszyu. We all know that, I think. Stanionis and Ortiz probably going to be fight of the year, just because you know they're going to beat the hell out of each other. And what else is there? Let's see. Oh yeah, the Benavidez plant. I love that fight. I kind of want Caleb to win for some reason. I don't even know why, because I like both of them. But I guess just the fairy tale, he wins and gets one more shot at Canelo. But other than that, that's about all I got, man. I just thanks for the show. You guys always have a great show. And
Slugger, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So, what's your interest level on Fulton and Inoue?
Well, it's growing on me. You know, I'm about like everybody else. You know, the little guys don't have that, you know, star appeal as, you know, the bigger guys. But the more I can get into boxing, the more I can follow him. And as far as that goes, man, like you say, Fulton, I've just kind of recently started kind of paying a little bit of attention to him. I know he's great. I know he's like him and Boots are Philly, but anyway, just has that, he's got that tank thing, one hitter quitter, but he's also a great boxer too. So, it might be a toss up between them and Stan Jonas and Ortiz, that, as far as 5 year, and man, my God, we're lucky as fans to be getting what we're getting now. So man, everybody needs to quit bitching. You know what I'm saying? Don't ruin this, man. Let it keep flowing. But yeah, man, I don't really know who I would pick on that, man. I would just, I'd like for Fulton to win for America, but at the same time, I mean, the monster is a monster, man. He's a badass.
Well, all
What's
right.
your thoughts? Who you got on?
I'm going with the bigger man, Fulton. But Slugger, Kentucky, stand up. Thanks for calling in. Armel, Maryland, what up?
How y'all doing?
Straight.
Y'all over here about to kill each other. I'm like, damn, the weekend coming up. But honestly, as far as Devin and Loma goes, if Devin loses this fight, he's back down to TO level because you cannot lose to Loma at this age. You just can't. And I think I listen to you guys on the daily. You guys need to put pressure. After Devin beats Loma, he has to fight Shakur if he wants respect. You can't talk all this cash shit and not fight Shakur when Shakur is blatantly you. Like Shakur is baiting you to fight him every time he gets on the mic for the belts. You have to fight Shakur. If he wants the respect, he got to fight Shakur. Stop talking about Tank every day. He's chasing Tank, chasing that money fight, but you have to fight Shakur. If there's a guy literally saying, I want to fight you every single time he's on the mic, and he's a worthy opponent, and y'all ducking him. They really ducking Shakur. And until they fight Shakur, to me,
how the fuck they ducking Shakur? Don't they have a fight lined up?
No, I said after the Loma fight, Shakur wants to fight him. And
right, but you said that they ducking him. So how are they ducking him?
Because I seen an interview and Devin was like, we'll get to it when we get to it and we'll fight then. And I'm like, huh? That's not the energy he has for Tank. He want to fight Tank now. He want to fight everybody else now. But with Shakur's like, oh, we'll get to it when it's time to get to it. And I'm like,
yo, send me that interview, champ. Send me that interview. Just send it to the Boxing Voice. I would love to see that.
Check it. Look. It was when him, Shakur, and his dad was on live. When they was talking shit.
Bro, that shit was like 4 months ago. Neither guy even had a fight scheduled then. Don't they both have fights scheduled then? They ain't done recent interviews since?
I'm saying, look.
They ain't done nothing more recent since that. Say something different?
No, I'm saying Devin already had the belts, though. It wasn't like he was still chasing Kambosos. He already had the belt. So it's like,
I'm aware of that.
The belt, that's what I'm saying. So at that point, Devin already has what Shakur wants. So he's in position to be able to say, you know what? After I handle my business with Loma or whoever was his next fight, we can get to it. Because it's not the same energy. That's what I'm saying. With Tank, they go at him every day. I like that energy. Go at Tank if you want to fight him. But when Shakur is talking shit to you, you not giving the same energy as far as like, all right, bet, let's set it up. He's running everybody else down. He ran Loma down. He's running Ryan down in person. And that's fire, but don't duck Shakur. He wants the titles. Fight him. He's right in front of you. Fight him. After Loma. Clearly, not right after Loma, fight Shakur. Don't leave Top Rank. Get a 1 or 2 fight deal with Shakur. That's the fight we want to see, too. Tank is busy. Go fight Shakur. That's what I'm saying. For the respect. Because that's another...
Who Tank busy with? Who Tank busy with after Ryan?
He might go to jail. He busy with prison sentence. He might go to jail. He got something made, right? For like the hit and run. So I don't think fighting is the thing on his mind after Ryan. If he don't go to jail and he's free and he just got probation, then cool. Maybe he can get to Devin also. but I know Shakur wants Devin. He's calling him out. Go fight that man. I'm just saying, keep the same energy. I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
Shakur, they like,
I know for a fact Shakur calling him out. It's just, I didn't see any video of him ducking, but so I was just trying to kind of get that clarified.
Tim in Seattle.
Oh, Ness and Danny. Hey, can you guys hear me?
What's up, champ?
Well, first of all, I want to make sure that you guys are all doing all right. But earlier, someone asked what was the best fight right now, and let me tell you, in my opinion, it's Hector Camacho Jr. versus Shane Mosley Jr. Boom! Either that or it's Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk. Come on, but do you guys really think that would be possible? Different weight classes, they come together.
I don't know who's that.
Hector Camacho Jr. versus Shane Mosley Jr.
What appeal does Hector Camacho Jr. have in the boxing ring outside of his last name? And I'm not even being funny. I'm being so serious. Has he fought somebody that we know?
Oh yeah, sorry, I have a concussion right now. But anyway, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, #1 fight. Ryan versus Gervonta right now, pretty good fight. Lomachenko versus Haney, everybody pretty much agrees. If Haney wins, he does deserve the respect. And Tim Tszyu versus Charlo, come on, concussion or not, Tszyu's taking that baby.
All right, Tim. MD, Philly.
Yo, I hope that concussion get better too.
What's going on?
Chilling.
Nah, I'm just talking about the Haney Lomachenko fight. I feel like since it's on the ESPN pay-per-view, they got a lot of different avenues to promote this. I'm going to talk about on the Haney side first, though. They should get him on Will and Keyshawn and Max in the morning, Max on boxing. They should get him on First Take. He should bring all his belts to First Take, you know what I'm saying? And then when Stephen A. Smith asked him about the WBA, he's like, yeah, I got the real WBA. Talk for talk. Let him see the Ring Magazine title, you know what I'm saying? And then also it's going to be the NBA playoffs. They got so much content they can put out there. NBA is buzzing. I know you don't watch other sports and that, but ESPN, of course, the worldwide leader in sports. Promote this fight through there, though.
Did something change, or does ESPN now have rights to the NBA playoffs? I thought the playoffs ain't that TNT?
Nah, it ain't just exclusively on TNT. It's on ESPN as well too. It's not exclusively on TNT. It's on ESPN as well too. ESPN get the playoffs as well, so they can use that as well. They can put that out there though. Make sure they use that though, like the Haney Lomachenko pay-per-view. Put it out there because they're not utilizing that to me on ESPN. I don't know Bob Aaron.
Oh no, shit, that shit ABC, champ. You right, that shit ABC. ABC got the final, so it's ESPN family regardless. You right, they need to use that shit.
NBA Daniel this Jones. Like say, God forbid, just say the Warriors.
You said they got what?
I don't know why I don't use that. Just say if the Warriors make it back to the playoffs, deep running the playoffs, why not talk about the Haney Oakland relationship though? You know what I'm saying?
Brother, if Devin went to Australia, and I'm with you, trust me, I'm with you, but let's be for real. Devin went to fucking Australia, became undisputed. A week later, the Warriors win it. They had zero fucking inclusion with Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think they're going to do it a year later? They ain't do it when he went across the world without his dad. They had all the story. Like, you think they're going to do it now? I wish, but I'm just trying to be realistic.
Hear me out. This is my thing. I'm not sure if that's why I listen to you guys. My thing is, if I'm with Devin Haney's team, I'm calling the Warriors though. I don't know if people contacting them. The Warriors is $1 billion business. They don't need to contact Devin. Devin enough to contact them. I know in a fair world.
And that's what I'm saying. And I agree with you, but that's what I'm saying. ESPN is bigger than everything you just named. The Warriors, the Devin, boxing, whatever. And that's what I'm saying. They had the opportunity on free TV when Devin went across the world to become undisputed against all odds without his father. You know, it was a great storyline. A week later, his hometown team win it. Zero fucking inclusion. Now I love Devin and I appreciate the champ he gave us, you know, the first interview in person when he got back. But why the fuck wasn't he on Jimmy Kimmel, Saturday Night Live? You get what I'm saying? All them TV shows. Like, bro, they didn't do it the first
All right,
time. You think they gonna do it now?
Next grade cut me, but the last time they should play off the Lomachenko Ukraine story, because you know people love them fast stories on ESPN. Play that. Oh, he had to go to war, come back, and then train and show him the way he look now, and show the adversity he went through in that Jermaine Ortiz fight, and play on that, and just show how that Ukraine situation and how he got this big fight with Haney right now. But ESPN
Look, brother, I'm with you. I'm with you. I just don't think ESPN as a network cares as much about boxing as they should.
Looks like we got a Lewis from Oakland. Lewis from Oakland, what up?
Yo, it's Luis. But yeah, check it out though. I feel like the world got Lomachenko fucked up the long way, bro. Like the man when he fought Tio, the nigga had one shoulder and he beat on him the second half of the fight. I had it a draw. I'm from East Oakland. You feel me? So of course I like Dev. His dad really from the town. And back to what you guys saying, like why Haney ain't really represented out here like that, because y'all gotta remember his first hella fight out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He just started banging this Oakland shit recently. So let's not sit up here and make it seem like he been hollering Oakland and the Coliseum and all this other shit. That's on the that's off the rip. But Lomba, when he fought Tio, he had one arm. Okay, that was his one. He had one bout out in like when he was a half a man. When he fought Jermaine Ortiz, this off a layoff, off a fucking
Yo,
war,
so
and it's a reason why
Loma a paraplegic now?
No, he's not a paraplegic. He fucked up his shoulder, and we all found out afterwards when we had the surgery and shit that he had one fucking arm, and then we see how it played out with his whole like game plan to where he was trying to wear Tio out, let Tio tire himself out, and not throw his shoulder out first half of the fight. And I just think with him and Haney, the key to the fight is going to be in the clinch. Okay, Haney is good in the clinch, but Loma is better in the clinch. Loma was fucking up Teofimo in the clinch. Damn near had him like wobbly, shaking and shit. If y'all recall that fight. So I just feel like the Loma slander, like we gotta cut this shit out. Y'all claim, not you guys, the host, but these callers, like y'all claim to be like fans of the sport, and y'all just rolling Loma like he gonna come over there and just, you feel me, just lay down. Like y'all got him really like fucked up. It's gonna be a fight. I actually think, like I said, I got Loma actually winning, and that because of the clinch. So I mean that's just my personal opinion. I've been following both guys, but I mean I just don't like how we just like automatically giving Haney Haney gonna win. Haney,
I mean he 11 years younger, and in Loma's words, he's a heavyweight.
Yeah, Loma just didn't seem to have that energy in the ring. You get what I'm saying? I had my one mans. I had to defend Loma. My one mans called me yesterday because I bet him DR versus Puerto Rico. Fucking DR lost, but he called me and he like, yo, you know, Loma this and that and the third. I'm like, whoa, like, bro, you overlooking Loma. And he's like, bro, how can I overlook him? Loma is scared. You ain't hear him in the ring? He was scared of Devin. I heard it. That's what he told me. He said, bro, I was in the building. He sounded scared. What else am I supposed to think? I'm like, damn.
Man, that boy was not scared. He was cracking a joke, laughing and shit. Basically said that he's a fucking weight bully. That's what he was saying. Like, come on, man. We know what this shit is, man.
Nah, he a weight bully. Oh,
I mean,
my God.
Come on. Now, he makes weight. I mean, I'm not, but he's a weight bully. He's a Jermell Charlo. Charlo's not no motherfucking 54-pounder. Charlo could be at 60 ruling right now, just like his big brother could be at 68 ruling right now. Like, come on, let's be real. Let's speak real shit, though. But I just honestly think that it's way more of a competitive fight than what we giving Lomachenko. Like, the man collected belt by belt, one by one. I just think it's
all little dudes, man. He just started fighting 135 pounders.
Well, call it how you want it. He been collecting. That's what I know. He been collecting shit. He been fighting dudes like Haney Frame in the Olympics. Y'all remember he got a gold medal at, I think it was 132, which is basically lightweight, and they have that frame even bigger. So I just think that we need to just respect the real, not just say that he's gonna go over there and roll over though. Real talk. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna keep banging y'all.
All right. Danny, you the one with the almanac and shit. Like when he say collecting belts, so he got a vacant with the WBO from Gary, right? Then what else he do? Then what? Do you remember what was next?
A bunch of dudes I didn't know. I remember he fought Mariaga in there. He fought your boy from Philly in there.
So he only won
fought...
one belt at 26, which was the WBO. Then he must have vacated that, right? Because then he won another WBO at 30. And all right, so he won
That's
a
when
vacant.
He fought Rigo, I feel like.
So he won a vacant versus Gary at 26. Then it looks like he won the belt from Roman maybe at 30. Maybe Roman came into that as the champ. Do you remember or no?
Roman who?
Roman Martinez. Excuse me, I said Roman. I'm sorry. Still thinking of Daniel.
Yeah, Rocky.
I guess he was the champ.
Yeah, he was the champ.
So he beat Roman Martinez for the belt. That's one that he collected. Next was what? Sosa. And that's at 130. No, he's defending it. So no, that's not it. That's not it. Rodrigo, he's still defending. Okay, so he didn't even unify at 30. So then at 35, he wins the WBA from Linares. And then he unifies with Pedraza and defends with Corolla, unifies with Luke Campbell.
How do you unify with Luke? Luke was what belt
the
did he
WBC,
have?
the vacant WBC was on the line. So, and then he vacated it to get franchise.
And then he fought
Tio. So
sounded to me like
definitely
he fought for a vacant, but yeah.
Definitely, but still some decent people he won, like Linares, decent champ to take the belt from. Martinez, decent champ to take the belt from. Gary, decent fighter to win a vacant with. Luke Campbell, I guess decent fighter to win a vacant with. Not that bad. I just wanted to go through the list because he said he collecting belts. I'm like, damn, let me see how it went down. And we got John Jones in Pittsburgh.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I just wanted to get y'all opinion on one.
On what?
I actually forgot about. The Devin Haney situation. Like, I think this is his last fight with Top Rank, right?
Uh-huh.
So it would
Possibly
technically make him like a free agent after this.
Yes.
So if he is free, I think it all depends on how bad does Tank want to fight Devin, because I find it hard to believe, one, that Top Rank is just going to let him walk without offering him that Josh Taylor Teofimo winner. And it's on Tank, like, at this point, if he beats Ryan, like, how bad do you really want to be undisputed, or is it just still about the money?
Well, that's why I was making it about pay-per-view buys, right? Because both teams could look at it like, yo, he did this number, he did that number, the time is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cause the belts are still there. But if you let Devin move up, yeah, that fight keeps marinating. But now you gotta wait till Dev win the belt, and or he gotta come back down and do a catch. It's just it's silly. It's the best time is immediately after this fight.
Or if he does vacate, like if Devin moves up, is it possible that we see a Shakur and Tank fight?
Yeah, super down the line. Shakur gonna clean up his whole side of the street.
Okay, and what do you think Lomo does after a loss?
I mean, you know what? Shakur is definitely gangster enough that he might tell Bob make that fight, but I don't know if it's as easy as just being able to tell Bob and Top Rank that you want to fight Gervonta Davis if you're Shakur. I don't know. It's gonna be that easy, man. I mean, with these contract stipulations for Ryan, I don't even want to imagine what that shit gonna look like.
Yeah, but I also think seeing as though like Top Rank and PBC has done like business previously with the Wilder pay-per-view, I think it might be easier to make like the Tank Shakur fight, because I
just don't know what from the PBC side, they're gonna look at it like Shakur's not. He ain't do it yet. The one that's doing it is Devin. Yeah. Devin got the belts. Devin going on pay-per-view. They gonna look at it like Shakur. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna give him a good contract. They ain't gonna give him a good contract because he's too much of a threat, and he ain't got the belts or the pay-per-views to you know what I mean?
So if Tank doesn't fight Devin, what do we do? Like that's the thing. It's like at this point,
Isaac Cruz rematch, man. He got 35. He waits for Devin to vacate. Devin vacates. Those belts get vacant. Gustavo Loman could fight Isaac Cruz for the IBF. Then Tank can unify with him. Tank will get elevated to the super champ. Yeah, man. A lot happens there. A lot happens for sure. Wow. For sure. Yeah. A lot happens, and then once Devin vacates. If that's the case, that's just going to shake up the division. Al in the Bay, what up?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, first of all, I don't think Tank even want to fight Shakur or Devin Haney. Because if he wanted to fight Shakur, it could have been for Shakur when Shakur was calling him gay while he was kissing Adrian Broner outside of a club. That's not my words. That's the words I heard from Shakur on YouTube. And it's got that picture swirling around. And so, and he could have been for Devin Haney if he really wanted to, because he could have pushed that mandatory spot, but he didn't. So he really don't want to fight them two. So all that's out the door. That's like he say, she say at the end of the day, because the fight probably ain't going to happen. I think that I wouldn't count Lomachenko out of this fight, but Devin Haney is not going to fight in the pocket, for one thing. He's gonna keep that jab strong, and Loma is going to try to do angles, but every time he do an angle, he's gonna get hit with an uppercut or he's gonna get hit with a hook. So all that fighting in the pocket is not gonna happen, because Devin Haney is not gonna let Loma end the fight in the pocket. He know how to fight tall. That's all he do is fight tall. He can fight in the pocket, but he chooses not to fight in the pocket. So what the caller was talking about, how Loma's just going to fight in the pocket, he's going to work to get in that pocket. And he's going to pay every time he try to get in there. So, that's how I look at both of those situations.
Al in the Bay, thanks for calling in. I got Gunna Heck with the $5 super chat. He says, Haney clearly knows he's not beating Shakur. He's showing duck tendencies. Shout out for the $5, Joe. We appreciate it. Obviously, your support keeps the lights on and keeps us out here hustling every day. Don't forget, we're back at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Chicago Al, $5 super chat. Thank you for the support, champ. We appreciate every super chat. He says, can we get some fights, please? Spence versus Bud, Thurman versus Spence, Devin versus Loma, Usyk versus Fury. Yeah, I mean, Devin Loma is pretty official. I don't know why we didn't get an official announcement and press release yet, but we got Bones13 with the $2 super chat. Thank you for the support. He says, 837 votes, but only 200 likes on the video. Shaking my freaking head. Yeah, man, if you guys could just hit that thumbs up, that's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, and, you know, maybe they can subscribe and help us get to our next goal of 1 million subscribers. Right now, we're on 165,684, trying to get to that next goal. So we still need about 400 to get to 166,000. But, yeah, man, we do appreciate everybody tuning in, hitting that like button, everybody calling in, voicing their opinion, and everybody super chatting and supporting the show and engaging with the show via super chat. We're going to go to Discord right now. Looks like I got AMG Chamaco.
Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I would definitely give him respect for beating Loma. I do think we're gonna get a competitive fight, though. I could see it going like maybe like an 8-4. I could see Loma getting some rounds too. But I do got Devin winning, just size, length, all that stuff. So, and then as far as I definitely think he would belong in the pound for pound list. I don't know about number one. That's really subjective, especially with like Tank being out there, Shakur being out there. People are constantly gonna want to see that fight, right, with them and Devin before like he really becomes just like the guy is probably fighting them two names. Um, but I see Devin Shakur happening. I don't really see Devin Tank happening because I feel like Tank will just kind of wait it out, and by then I feel like Devin will be at 140, which will just make the fight even tougher. And Bob's got a lot of options for Devin. I know he's a free agent after this, but that's Bob's job, right? Trying to get him to stay with ESPN, and they can still offer him Shakur, Taylor, Teofimo. They got a lot of options for him once he finally moves up. I think that's the biggest question mark is how long does he stay at 135? Because Bill always talked like they're not really having issues anymore. Like he's gonna stay there for a while. But I don't know if that's just so that they have a more leverage whenever they negotiate, you know, because they got all the belts, or if they truly are gonna stay there for I don't know two more fights maybe after Loma. Not sure. Good show though.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. No, what up?
Whoa.
What up?
Next, you got me?
We got you.
All right, we all good today, you hear me? Man, look, I don't know why everybody's sleeping on a white wolf like this, dog. Like, the man of first ballot Hall of Famer. He done went up from multiple weight classes. He done been in the top what 5 pound for pound for how many years now? What he drop down to now? He's still in the top 10 for sure. I ain't checking in a minute, but I'm trying to see why everybody think this just gonna be a walk in the park, bruh. Like the man lost to Tio with a shoulder injury, which no excuses. He lost the fight. He lost the fight. Come back. He beat a young gun and Ortiz, you know what I'm saying, which was a top fight. And everybody like to leave out that was his sparring partner. So the dude, we don't know how many rounds they had together, Ness. So I guess he would do pretty good, right?
I guess.
Man, coming off a layoff, he went to war, then saw countless bodies on the ground and had to do some shit that he never thought he'd have to do before, Ness. You know what I'm saying? He's saying
Damn. So
Bonds
you
or
saying the White Wolf was on the front line?
what you think, man? You think him and Usyk? You think them dudes out there looking around handing out coffee
Oh, you
and
think they
serving
was on the front line?
bread and
Okay,
shit?
okay. They was on the front line. Okay.
I'm saying what you think. That's like,
Nah, they was on the front
can't,
line,
ain't nobody protect. You saw that shit on, man. Did you look at the news? You
bruh. They
saw the
was on the
bombs
front
going. It wasn't no
line.
protection for nobody.
They was on the front
Nobody had no
line.
protection,
They
dog.
was on that front line.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
you
know
know
about
what
all
type
that.
of people. Man, you know, man, Danny know. Danny know what's happening with that shit. He know what the White Wolf went through.
Danny
You know what
literally
I'm
said he
saying?
Bro,
don't
let
know
me tell
nothing
you
about
something.
that.
Bro, let me tell you
But
something. When I was out there, they never sent the Americans first. They sent the Romanians out. We would have I think it was Niger, country in Africa. They would send them out, and then they would send out the Americans.
Mm.
And I
wait,
was
so
not
Danny,
part of that.
don't
You know
tell
what I'm
me you were
saying? We was
fucking with the
blowing,
drones,
we was
like,
shooting
bruh. You were
shit. We
fucking
was
with the
shooting shit
drones
down
and
from the
shit.
sky.
Yeah, he was a droner.
Ah, man,
Bro, no, hey.
So
Matter of fact, look. Let me tell you something. That plane, that drone that just got shut down over Russia, bro. That's the exact plane. I'm probably one of 100 people on this planet that is able to build munitions for that plane.
right. But look, Danny, I'm not trying to diminish you or nothing like that, bro. Like
Bro,
you fall you like
Loma
no,
had his feet kicked up. He had his feet
say
kicked
what
up.
I'm
He was
about
giving
to say,
orders. They
Danny.
were saluting him.
I commend you for your service to the country, bro, and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really see you caught a body, Danny. I can't say. I mean,
He
you
dropped
did
a
what you had to
bomb on
do.
people, man. What's wrong with you? He done
So next, you saying that's the same thing as walking somebody down and giving it to them,
fam.
like
What's the difference between shooting a dude and hitting him with a grenade? Knock it off. We got to go to
man.
the
Look,
next person.
man. So next,
Hey, Nika, you gonna die, whichever one. I think it's the same. You know what I'm saying? You gotta accept. You gotta accept. All right, we going to Rorona.
Yo, Ness, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I just wanted to say, bro, what's up? You shout out you and Danny, but I feel like we're not talking about Shakur fight, like fighting Devin. Like Bob said, it was next. Well, the winner. Bob said whoever wins, Shakur getting, and if Devin win, how can he? Why are we talking about Tank?
Yo,
Like
so
Shakur on the same side of the street.
after that, Bob said that he won't make that fight this year.
But
So
even if
He
Bob
said
didn't
that.
say, but even if Bob didn't say
yes,
that, why would it be bad for Devin to fight Tank?
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I feel like the easier fight to make first could be Shakur.
But it ain't the
Like, cause I
bigger
saw
fight.
Devin.
But it ain't the bigger fight.
That's true. That's
And
true.
Devin, if he goes to Australia twice and beats Cambosos and beats Loma, I mean, he don't deserve to fight Tank yet.
That's true. That's true. But I'm saying, listen. And Danny, I seen your interview with Cord. And I seen you say you won't think you think it's not ready. But like, why not? Who said who? What's bigger than undisputed for them to fight right now? Who knows down the line if Devin is gonna
brother.
have the belts at
So
140 or whatever?
yes,
You
I
feel me?
did say that, right? I said that, and I received a
Yeah.
lot of hatred for it. But the reason I said that was because I knew Bob said that after he said that it was, you know what I mean? He said he won't make that fight
Yeah.
this year. That's
Okay.
why I
Well,
said
I
I'm
just was.
like
I just.
because I knew,
Yeah,
I knew.
but not making it this year don't mean they can't make it first quarter next year, like January,
That's true.
February,
That's true. That's
March.
true.
It's all
Right.
about
But I
it's
just ain't
all
know how
about
long Devin gonna
Devin.
stay. You know.
Yeah, it's all
That's
about
true. That's
Devin and
true.
can he make that weight, bruh?
Yeah, true. I just wanted to see
Yeah,
that
I
fight. I
mean,
feel like that fight is easy to make. I
I
feel
feel
like
like
it
everything
ain't gonna
we've
be all
been
them
told was
stipulations and
that.
shit. Go ahead.
Nah, you got it, champ. I was just saying, I felt like everything that we had been told up to that point, up to this point, was that it's this year, at 35 and that's it. So it's like I feel like if it don't happen next, it probably won't happen for a couple years.
Yo, talk trends. You sound like a hater. What you mean Devin's supposed to clean 135, then fight Tank? What the fuck? Tank is the last boss? What the hell going on? General Camino.
Yo,
Yo.
hey, what's good, TVV community? What's good, Nas? What's good, Danny? For the topic of the day, Haney and Lomachenko. Um, interesting. I mean, it's a good fight now, but I think when you look back on it, say 10 years from now, it's not gonna look like the best fight. And I only say this because when you look back at, say, what Floyd and Oscar, Oscar was what 34, younger than Loma, and Floyd was 30. And we still, some people still say, Oscar was old. They still, they nitpick the fight. So, I mean, in 10 to 15 years, whether Devin win, I mean, if he wins, which he probably is, people going to look at it and nitpick it. They're going to say Loma was old, Devin was too young, and he just not going to get the credit for it. We going to give him the immediate credit if he wins it, like this year, but in 10 years, we going to nitpick this.
Yeah, I don't know that many people calling in to nitpick Shane Mosley on Canelo's resume.
Mm.
And Shane Mosley is not in the place that Loma is in his career today. When Loma fought Mosley, Mosley was perceived done, cooked, done. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Loma
I
right now
wouldn't
is not
compare the
done.
fight.
Loma right now is not done. He ain't cooked. Loma right now beats a lot of top 135 pounders. You know what I'm saying? And that all I'm giving you is a comparison. When people go through Canelo's resume, they don't stop and say, "Oh, but he was old." They just keep it moving. Shane Mosley, so and so, so and so. You know what I mean? So
So
I
no, I
think this
understand that.
win will age way better than that Mosley win, and that Mosley win is aging okay.
Okay, I hear where you're coming from with that. But compare it to the Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd situation.
I
People
mean,
nitpick that
I
one.
mean, even that one. I don't. I mean, I've been doing this show for over 11 or 12 years, and I don't hear people calling and saying, "Oh, Oscar was old." We that's a pivotal moment in boxing history for Floyd turning into Money May. I honestly I can't even front. Like people don't call into this show to say Oscar was old in the Floyd fight. If anything, people call in to shit on Floyd and say he retired. I've heard them say he retired to get out of the rematch more than anything. Yeah, no. If anything, Oscar was old when he fought Pacquiao. I mean, Floyd was 36 when he fought Canelo. So if Oscar was old, Floyd was old.
No, I hear your sentiment. That makes sense. I ain't gonna argue too much on that. But what was the next little situation I was talking about with Inoue and Fulton fight? I definitely don't feel like that's the best fight of the year. It's a good fight though. I don't think neither of them have like really the resume to like kind of make it the fight of the year. But hey, it's a pretty decent matchup. I'm glad we're getting it, but I could agree that it's definitely not the fight of the year or the best fight that's been made.
All right, champ, that's the bell. Let me get to my fault or I have hate in me.
Yo, how do I sound?
Straight.
I was gonna call in to be the devil advocate about the Stephen Fulton shit, but I gotta say, I gotta call out the pole shiners talking about Devin ducking Shakur. Why are we throwing around ducking so casually? Like, so when you got two young people that's about to have some of the biggest fights of their careers in the future, we saying they ducking right now? Because if I'm not mistaken, if Shakur would have kept his belt, could he have called for a fight to make it mandated that he fight when he moved up for Devin's belt?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he had enough,
So
if he earned enough strikes with the WBC, but definitely with the WBO because he's a two-time WBO champ.
right. So, but if he would have kept the belts, it could have been an argument that he could have done that. So I don't see how he could have been ducking.
Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Damn. Damn. He really wanted a comeback, bro. Wow. Adrian Broner signed to Don King, bro. Holy shit.
Wow. Nah, that's a whole different topic.
Damn.
That shit must have came with a bag of coke.
Damn, bro. How you gonna get on TV,
But
yo? Shit, man.
he finna be fighting on Facebook Live. Facebook Live is popping.
Damn, bro. I can't believe none of the big promoters wanted to deal with Broner no more. I get the little boy cry wolf shit, but damn, this excuse me. This shit seemed like a real comeback, man. How you ain't get nobody? Like, damn, Lou DiBella would have been better. At least he could have probably got him on top rank. All Lou's guys on top rank.
Oh, Ness, I got a question for you, Ness.
Yo.
Do you see David Lemieux winning a title?
Fuck no. He retired. But if he come back, still no.
Okay, what about Anthony Durrell?
At 75. At Anthony Durrell at 75 or 68? At 68?
68.
Yeah, if those belts go vacant, if Canelo vacate, fuck yeah. Absolutely. If Canelo vacate, Anthony Durrell is number 7 in the ring, bro. Come on. You can't get me with my own.
No.
You can't get me with my own line. You can't though. You can't. Anthony Durrell, and let me tell you this. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Winning the belt?
Let me tell you this. He not winning the belt. He not winning the belt, Anthony Durrell. Let me not lie. But I tell you this though. He'll get in the vacant title shot if them belts go vacant. He number 7 in the ring. Oh, somebody gonna have to fight him to win a belt. They gonna have to fight him to win a belt. Whether it's Christian Mabili, whether it's David Morrell, somebody gonna have to fight him. Them shits go vacant.
I believe that.
Or at least he gonna be up there. Like, look, Dimitri is number 1 in the WBO. So, oh shit, I wonder what Canelo gonna do.
I just want to play devil's advocate.
What's Canelo gonna do?
Because
that's a whole nother year though. Andre won't get that mandatory WBO shot for a whole nother year. He number 1.
I disagree with Danny on this one topic. The Fulton and Inoue is one of the best fights because Japan is a big ass market. That's gonna be a good ass fight, and I think I'm not even gonna say arguably. I think it's better than Benavidez Plant.
Why?
Because if you're talking 50-50, and especially if you're talking resumes, what the fuck does Caleb Plant have on his resume? Like, yeah, he got Canelo.
Nah, you right. Fulton beat 2 world champions. He beat Leo and Figueroa.
You know what I mean? And and if we're talking about skills comparably, 2 boxers, one of them has big power. Maybe he might carry it up, maybe he won't. But it's gonna be a real skill matchup. He's not gonna roll over like Paul Butler. He's not gonna get starched out like the old dude that he Payano, whatever the dude that he starched out. That's a good ass fight. Now, what we do know is that Caleb Plant may be a little when he gets hit with that power shot, he wanes a little bit. Now, I'm not saying he's chinny, but we do know that it's either a knockout or it goes 12. Because he damn sure not putting them out. I think I'm with Danny on that one, but I'm not gonna hog up the phone lines. I know y'all got shit to do. I just wanted to play devil's advocate a little bit. I appreciate y'all.
You know, y'all. The argument is better for Fulton. He got four former world champs on his resume that, that makes it stronger than Plant and Benavidez's resume. He got current champs. He beat Leo and Figgy. So he had current world champion wins. That's always great. Um, Nigel, what up?
What up? Say, man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all for always bringing that fire content. Man, I'll be looking forward to listening. Man, major deal, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Just want, yeah, no doubt, man. Just want to get some opinions on something, man. I was having a debate, and the guy he asked me, who's the bigger draw, Spencer Crawford, and who's supposed to be the A side? Well, I said, well, it depends. I said, but if you're going off pay-per-view, I guess you can say Spence, But then he was like, oh, he was trying to prove a point of who's the A side and who gets what or whatever. So then he said, who's the bigger draw between Porter and Crawford? He said Porter. And I said, well, if
that
that's
ain't
the
true.
case, then yeah. I'm like, if that's the case, then why wasn't Porter the A side during the fight? He he was, oh well, that's because Crawford had the belt. Well, I'm like, okay, well shit. Well, what about Tank and Haney? Who's the A side in that fight? Haney undisputed. You know what I mean? So my question to you is, who is the A side in Haney? If Haney and Tank was the fight, who would be the A side?
As of right now, today, current moment at 11:26 Eastern, Tank.
And you said Tank, and I would say Tank, and he said the only reason why they the A side is because he got the belt. So I'm like,
nah, see, because in the case of Haney, the belts ain't going to make him the A side because Tank brings too much money via ticket sales and pay-per-views. So he's in a whole nother tax bracket. But Haney has this May 20th fight. It'll be on pay-per-view. This will be his first time on pay-per-view. If he could do great numbers or decent numbers, now he has an argument not only to get the Tank fight, but to be the cash cow of the division.
right. And look, and one more thing, man, before my 3 minutes up. Is there a way that you all can check to see if there is fighters on Crawford resume and Spence resume to see have any one of those fighters fought each other and who's the winner in some of those bouts?
Yeah. They got two common opponents, Porter and Brook.
Porter and Brook. Okay, so is there any other fighters that's on that list that fought each other or fought opponents that beat them? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but
yeah, they fought Porter and Brook fought each other.
Those are the only two fighters. No other fighters on their resume going all the way down. I'm talking about from Crawford 135 to 140 because I know some fighters.
Amir Khan is on Earl's resume and he fought Prescott. This on fucking Crawford's resume. But what does that matter? Where are you going with this?
Well, because they always throwing Crawford resume up into question, talking about he never fought anybody, and I was just keen to find out. Is there any opponents that they have? Well, not they have in common, but is there any fighters that's on his resume compared to his? Have any one of those fighters fought each other, and who was victorious in any one of those bouts?
Yeah, they got a lot of common opponents, bro, because they got Amir Khan, too. It's just Crawford fought them all late. Earl fought a fresher version of Khan, a fresher version of Porter, a fresher version of whoever the fuck the other one is. But all right, brother Nigel, I'm going to get to some other people here. I got David Maldonado. What up, New York City?
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Good?
Actually, give me
Yo,
one
just to correct.
second, brother. Give me 1 second. Let me get to the super chat. I got Jonathan Lambarena with the $2 super chat. He says Loma by unanimous decision, and Matt Bent 100 with the $5 super chat. He says Devin gets credit for resume, but will be compared today to Neofimo. He gets big credit if he beats him down or up. All right, whatever that meant. Matt Bent,
Yo, Ness.
yo.
Yo, Ness, you was wrong, bro. Errol Spence never fought Amir Khan.
Yes, he
Just to
did.
correct you on that, brother. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he
No, he
Terence
didn't,
did.
Crawford
bro.
did. He didn't.
Bro,
What?
can you not
Almanac,
hear
Almanac,
me or what?
I wasn't hearing you. You be
Almanac
muting
did.
yourself, so no, I didn't
No, he
hear you.
did.
I didn't see you. I didn't see,
Uh,
but Earl
Thank you.
did.
yeah, no, I've been,
Thank you.
I've,
I'm,
I've been saying it. When did he fight Amir Khan? Yeah,
Yeah,
bruh.
he never fought him. He never fought him.
he
Who was
never
that?
fought
Chris
Amir
Algieri
Ness,
Khan.
then? Who was that? Chris Algieri?
listen, the
I
only
mean,
common
Brooke,
opponents that
obviously,
he fought him.
Crawford fought Khan, but that was it.
Yes, exactly. The common opponents they have is Brooke and Sean Porter. That's it. Now I'm calling in because somebody has the nerve to compare Lomachenko at this moment with the Shane Mosley that Canelo beat. There's a difference between being past your prime and being literally washed up. Shane Mosley that fought Canelo was completely washed up. He lost to David Avenesian, if I'm not correct. So no, it's not the same. What I would compare Devin Haney beating Lomachenko, depending on how Loma performs, will be something like Trinidad beating Pernell Whitaker. And then because Oscar De La Hoya beat Pernell Whitaker when he was still past his prime 2 years earlier, like Teofimo did. He was past his prime, but not all the way cooked. And Devin Haney's fighting him right now. I'm not going to say that Lomachenko is cooked because I think that the kid, Jermaine Ortiz, will give anybody a good fight. You know, that was like his coming out party. And yes, Devin Haney does get. I give Devin Haney credit for that. Me personally, I would move Devin Haney from like the bottom of the pound for pound list to like number 5 if he beats Lomachenko convincingly. Absolutely, he definitely gets credit for that. Of course, a fight that you guys are not mentioning, being that y'all talking about Blue Magic, and nothing else. Don't curse me out. Don't talk over me, please. Teofimo and Josh Taylor is a very interesting fight, being that both guys are coming off of lackluster performances. So that should be able to motivate both of those guys to raise the level of their game, because both fighters have shown when their A game is on, they're elite level fighters. Teo in beating Lomachenko and Josh Taylor in doing what he did at 140. So I'm not going to throw Josh Taylor's credibility in the garbage just of one bad performance. I remember him more for beating the crap out of Jose Ramirez and punching on Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? Same with Teofimo. I remember him for beating up Lomachenko.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, actually, the sports books have that fight the closest. There is not a fight scheduled on Pro Box right now, like the betting site, that has closer odds than than T.O. versus Josh Taylor.
Wow. I thought Josh Taylor would be I thought Josh Taylor was probably going to be the favorite coming into that fight, being that he's a bigger man. And speaking of Josh Taylor, being that a lot of people from the Tank crew, the Tank fans, been going in my DM recently just because I put a comment under one of your posts agreeing with you, because that's crazy. I don't mean to bring up the topic again, but that was a long video. I got to speak my piece. No disrespect to Ryan Garcia, right? But you got guys like Keyshawn Davis with only 7 pro fights calling him out confidently. You got guys like Schofield calling him out, talking about they'll beat the brakes off of Ryan Garcia. And Tank Davis wants to put all these stipulations on that guy. Imagine if Gervonta Davis was fighting Josh Taylor with all this shit going on with Josh Taylor. People would be like, oh my God, Tank Davis is shooting for greatness. And yet, you don't see my guy putting those type of weight claws on Josh Taylor, coming off of a bad performance at that, supposedly questioning himself. So you gotta give props where props is due. Tank Davis is starting to give me bully vibes. Bully vibes. And I say bully vibes because you remember Mike Tyson had that aura of invincibility. As soon as somebody stood up to him, he kind of folded, right? Tank Davis is showing that type of mental weakness. First with Pitbull Cruz, he said, will you fight him again? He said, hell no. And then you got videos of him kissing on.
Champ, that's the 3 minutes, man. Gotta keep it moving. We got Ronnie. What up?
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today, huh?
All right.
In regards to the poll question, I think I personally think Haney already has credibility. You know what I'm saying? He already has respect from hardcore. I've been watching Haney for a while. Like I said, I tell you guys all the time. I've been having a zone for years now, so I watched him fighting on the zone. I don't remember that dude's name he knocked out, but he knocked him out cold, bro, in like the 6th or 7th round, maybe in the 8th round. I'm not sure, but yeah, I give him his respect, bro. He did what no one else wants to do. His stipulation is going over there to fucking Australia, where that shit was ridiculous, man. What he had to go through to get his championship, and then going back and having to go back to Australia for the rematch and saying do it again more convincingly in a better fight. I give him all the credit in the world, man. I think Haney and Shakur are the two most talented boxers in the division. You do have hard hitters in there. You got, Tank, of course, the hardest, probably one or two hardest hitters in boxing period right now. You got Pitbull, who's not really a knockout artist, but he's a come forward, hard punching Mexican fighter. And I still think everyone's sleeping on Ryan Garcia's power too, man. It's hard for them dudes to go in there and sleep them dudes with one punch like he did from Faker. And a lot of other guys. He has shown vulnerability against lesser fighters. I think he went the distance with Jason. Can't think of his name right now, but yeah, it was a tough fight for him. But yeah, that's fine. That's my call, man. I think that Haney already has his credit.
Ronnie, thanks for calling in. I got Matt Bent, 100, Kansas City, $5 super chat. He says, Devin, we read that. Let's see here. We got Khalid, what up?
Yo, real quick. So I do got Devin Haney winning that fight pretty handily, but I don't want us to downplay Lomachenko too much. Like Lomachenko was, pound for pound, and he did come off a war or like being out the ring for a long time against Ortiz, and I think Ortiz is game, and he would be a tough fight for anybody. Now, I do think Devin Haney is the bigger man, so he should dominate. He should, but Lomachenko not going to come in there scared. He's going to have a game plan, and like Danny said, he's been in the gym working, so it will be Devin Haney's toughest fight. As far as if that Tank fight can be made, I think it can be made. I think it should be made, and it's just about whether Devin Haney wants to stay at 135 or not. And like you said, Tank can really pull like the rehydration and all those type of things because Devin, well, I think that if the pay-per-view does well and if it stays at 135, then no, we're not pulling none of that. But maybe if it goes to 140, then and the pay-per-view doesn't go well, then Tank can pull that A-side shit. So, but I think the fight should happen. I think Bill and Devin want the fight to happen because they do call out Tank a lot, and I don't want to see Tank fight a black fighter, bro. I want to see him fight a black fighter. Like I want to see you getting there with somebody who's on your level. Not to say that Ryan Nod or none of the fighters haven't been good fighters, but let's say you get in there with like somebody like the best in the world. Ryan is very good, but let's say you get in there with the undisputed. So you just see if it is what it is. So I do got Devin dominating against Lomachenko, but I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough domination that he's going to have to pull out in like the later rounds. But thank you, bro. That's my call. I'm out. Peace.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. We got a super chat from Fred Robinson. Shout out, Fred. Thank you for the love. He says, the media is in a pickle over Lomachenko. The narrative is changing from him being the greatest in the division to the smallest, too small for the division. Yeah, that has been changing ever so slightly. Looks like we got Timothy. What up?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I want to say shouts out to Ness, Danny, the TBV family, the best in the nation. I'm gonna make my call quick because I'm on break. I gotta get back to work. But I'm calling about this ducking thing about Haney. Man, Haney ain't ducking nothing, man. Like I use logic, and you gotta make sense out of things. Like you gotta hold Shakur accountable too. Like Shakur fought at 130 pounds. He was the champ. He made weight at 131. He did an interview after the fight. I won't say a month or two later when he was playing spades. He said he could make 130 easily. That's when he haven't even had a fight at 135 yet. And he said this in the interview that he can still make 130 easily. So why didn't you at least try to make the weight of 1 pound to lose to make 130 to keep your titles? And if you move up, then you can challenge Haney for his titles. Of course you're gonna call out the champ. Like if you don't call out the champ, I don't know why you in the sport. That's like in any other sport. Basketball, football, hockey, whatever. They want the champion head to be known the best. So if you would have kept your belts and you called the champ out, then I would hold Haney accountable if he, oh well, I'm not fighting Shakur, I'm dropping my belt. But no, that's not the case. And then to another point with Ryan too, I'm gonna hold him accountable. If he comes in that fight at the weigh-in, weighing 135 point something or 134, he ducked. Ain't no way you coming in weighing 134 135 point something and you find a catch weight at 136 and you rehydrating at 146. There's no way. It's no way, man. It got to be common sense made out of all this stuff. I know you got boxing fans who love their fighters or who, oh, this is the best fight, but at the end of the day, common sense ain't so common to a lot of people. And that's my call, man.
All right, all right. Thank you for calling in. We got Ednika. What up?
Yo, what up? But
Chilling.
but yeah, Devin deserves hella credit if he beats Loma. Um, like he was dinging on Tio the last half of the fight, and then his last fight, he was at the war or whatever. So yeah, that's still motherfucking Loma. That's still Loma. Now I think we're too quick sometimes to throw away fighters and discredit them. Like I was guilty of that myself with like when Chocolatito lost to like my countryman Chocolatito lost to the Filipino dude. Can't say his name, man. When that dude slapped him, I was like, put a fork in him.
So
He's
on B
done.
side, so on B side.
So I'm beat, like yeah, okay, yeah. Man, it's like damn, he killed him. He's done. Like he's retired. But he came back, got another belt.
Yo,
Then he
you
got
Cuban?
huh?
You Cuban or Dominican?
Nicaragua, that's what call me Nica, bro.
Oh, Nicaragua.
Yeah, Nicaragua.
Okay.
hmm Yeah, so and then he came back. I don't care what anybody says. He got robbed of second fight against Estrada. So like I'm careful now about throwing fighters away because you don't ever know. Until they're really done. And regarding Fulton and Inoue, yeah, I like that fight, man. I like that fight. I know Benavidez and Plant, it's a bigger fight. They're more popular. Usually Americans, don't watch the lower weight classes. But to me, it's like one is an undisputed champ moving up to fight another great champion. I don't know. That's a great fight. I'm looking forward to that one more than the Benavidez fight because, like me personally, man, I look at I look at belts. I pay attention to belts. I don't know if Benavidez or Pride will be champion again. They might. I don't know. But I look at belts. And we might not know the names of the people they fought, but that's because they're just not popular. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't know like Hopkins. He blew up after Trinidad and De La Hoya moved up. We might have never knew of Hopkins' greatness if it wasn't for them. Because it wasn't a popular division back in the day. So I pay attention to belts, man. That's why I pay attention to belts. Roy Jones had that problem. That's what he says. He says I ain't fighting nobody. I just make him look like nobody. You know what I mean? Crawford. Oh, he did nobody. Dude moves up, knocks everybody out. PBC fighters ducking him. The one that moves up gets knocked out too. You know. Sorry, man. I pay attention to belts, to hardware, as that dude said. I pay attention to the hardware. So I just think we need to like make belts great again, man. You know, that's why these dudes get away with this bullshit to get away with. You know, saying belts don't matter. So that's my call, man. I appreciate it. Holla.
All right. If you're on Blog Talk and
You
you feel
got
like
it.
I
And
haven't
Nika,
gone
I
to you,
appreciate you, brother.
if you're on Blog Talk and you feel like I haven't gone to you, go ahead and press that one button. That's going to indicate to us that you're ready to rock and roll. Joshua Cabrera, what up?
What's up, Danny? How y'all doing today?
What up?
Man, I'm blessed, man. How you?
Good, man. Now, hey, real quick. Earlier, y'all were talking about the Fulton Inoue. I know y'all kind of got past that, but I'm actually real excited for that one. I think Fulton outboxes, but I think Inoue can make it interesting if he gets a couple of knockdowns in there. One of my brother's past opponents, Elijah Pierce. So keep an eye out for that guy. He's at 122 now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my call, though. Thank you, guys.
When's he fighting, champ? When's he fighting?
Is it on the Spence undercard or what? That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, my bro. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. That he's gonna be fighting on that undercard. Hopefully, on that main card or co-main. That'd be crazy. Thank you guys for doing that show the other day. Much love to you guys. This is actually probably the first place people are hearing about my brother. So when he beats Pitbull, that's definitely gonna look good for you guys.
Appreciate
Let's
it,
go,
man.
champ.
I was
Let's go,
actually
champ.
very excited because I can trust you now because you told us about that shit. I feel like, for me, I lose track of time. Every day is Friday, thank God. But I feel like you told us a week before it was announced.
Nah, I feel
Yeah.
like it was
I'm
more
sure
than
you guys
that.
have crazy guys calling in, claiming shit all the time. So I know y'all got to be skeptical for the most part. Which if you're not skeptical about most things, then I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. But congratulations to you and your family, bro. I'm excited. I actually like the fight. And you super chatted that he's sparring Shakur. How do you know and Danny don't? Well, actually, you're the
Devin. You
brother.
said
You're the
Devin.
brother. Yeah, he's sparring
Devin.
Devin.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it from a little bird, so I was just passing on the message to you guys since you guys are reporting on my brother, and I appreciate you guys a lot. So I figure I give you a little scoop. But yeah, it's supposed to be sparring Devin, the champ, on Friday, and it'll be his second time sparring him. He actually sparred him before the Cambosa fight. He sparred him as a righty, though, even though he's a lefty.
Shout out, man. Congrats once again, brother.
Thank you. I'll see you guys on the next show, though.
For sure.
All right, champ, you got
CYP
it for sure.
counterpunch. Where are you, CYP, with the counterpunch? In the meantime, in between time, Fred Robinson, second super chat, $5. Hopefully, Tio gets past Teller. I want that Tio fight more than the Tank fight for Devin. He may as milk top rank for all he can. Yeah, but I don't want Tio first. Tank is now, but that fight with Tank is so big now. If you got the belts,
if it's Tio, it would be for a belt.
bruh. Again, I'm talking about the fight with Tank would be so big as undisputed for all the belts. It's like Tank is the cash cow of the division. You are the fucking undisputed champ of the division, and they coming together to make one. Voltron.
Nah, I hear you. I'm just saying, if he was to move up, that wouldn't be a bad first fight at 40.
Yo.
What up, CYP?
Yo, I thought about something, yo. Chat, follow along. Back call, we're going to talk about it. We know that Ryan said he usually hydrates up to 146 when he fights at 135. Could somebody tell me what is 136 plus 10? How much is that?
146.
Thank you. Ryan did all this talking about how he was going to beat everybody at 135 last year, the year before. It's always been about them 135 pounders. Tank literally made his ass fight at 135, and people don't realize it. He gave him an option of 136, cool, but you still gonna come in like you do at 135. We are fighting at 135, people. That's what the fuck just happened here. I didn't even fucking realize that until I used my math today. I said, hold on, why was it 10 pounds? Why is it? He said 46, 36, 40. That's 146. So everybody who thinks he's trying to get an advantage, no, he's not. He's just trying to fight this fucker the way he's fighting him. Everybody gonna be fighting this way. Come on, you talked all that shit. Don't get bigger and talk shit. No, you was talking shit when you was little. So I want to whoop your little ass. Don't talk shit when you bigger. If you said you could beat my ass, beat my ass. You don't need no advantages. Remember, you didn't say you could beat us when you moved to 140. You didn't say that. You said you could beat us at 135. Come on to 135 and kick my ass. If you kick my ass, maybe we do it at
He
140.
also said he
But
could
right
beat
now,
Josh Teller at 140.
and he also gave up the belts and said, I'm not fighting there no more. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But
Little
at the end
flip
of the
floppy.
day, no, that's not flip floppy. Josh Taylor ain't sending him no contract. You know what I'm saying? For one, he's sending out contracts. I find it crazy that
He
people
the A
get sent
side.
contracts. Listen, people get sent contracts and cry about the contracts they were sent. Why don't you send your own? I just find it crazy. Don't y'all realize that everybody talking about how big of a star Tank isn't? All the boxers, you ain't. So why are you taking my fucking contracts? People take Canelo's contracts because he's the A side. No argument. But stop taking Tank's contracts if he's not the guy. Just say no. Use it like drugs. Just say no. He's not the star you say he is. Don't take his contract. Or take it, deal with it, and see what happens. But guess what happens? You know, we've always said this on the show. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Beat the man, then you become the man. We have not heard that yet. That is you, Ness. You are famous for saying that. Do what you got to do to become the A side. Do what you got to do. We have not heard that on this show yet. Ryan, let me say it for you in my Ness impersonation. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Floyd did it with Oscar. Do what you got to do. Oscar did. Manny did it with Oscar. Do what you got to do. Canelo did it with Floyd. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, baby. See what I pee out.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why this episode that I did that's titled First Ever Catch Weight Rehydration Clause, that's why it has so many views. That's why it keeps growing. You can't do what you got to do when they're giving you impossible contracts. And listen, him and Devin, they did it. They took contracts that no man should take. Nobody should take. It's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? They did it though, so credit to them. Credit to the both of them, but nobody should be taking those types of contracts where you're not going to be able to be 100% in the biggest fight of your life. You know what I mean? You got a point to prove, and they're trying to put you at a disadvantage. House of Boxing, what up? Casa de Boxeo, Casa de Boxeo. In the meantime, in between time, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans who can call in and
just want to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified each and every time, not just we go live, but we put out exclusive content.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who we got on the phone line, Ness?
I tried to go to House of Boxing. You got to unmute, Champy.
Hello. Hey
sorry.
there, everyone.
What's up? I forget you're a female.
Yeah, you're talking to a female. Can I have permission to talk about our new boxing game that we're building with Frank Warren?
Sure.
Okay, right. So we're looking for new users who are genuine boxing fans. We've got a new boxing predictor game, and you can win $1,500. It's free to play. You just hit the link on our Twitter profile. You head there, you pick the winners for the weekly fight events, and if you've got the most guesses correct, then you get to share the weekly prize pool of $1,500. We've had boxing fans from the UK who've won $1,000, people who've split the prize pool won $750 each. I would like to invite you all to play. If you enjoy the game or you think it's shit and you want to give us feedback, and we're also doing a $20 Amazon voucher for anyone who does a product call with us as well, with our product manager.
All right. So what's the name of the game?
Beautiful. What? Yeah.
It's
Where can people
called
find it?
House of Boxing. It's called House of Boxing. If I can ask, I can pin a tweet up here with a link for you guys all to play.
All right.
Yeah, so I think you can do it because obviously you've got the thing for the space. So if you head to our profile, you can just pin our pin tweet to the space.
So House of Boxing. And how long have you guys been doing this?
Oh, so this is a
Just a
pick'em
couple of
league.
months.
This is just a pick'em league.
Yeah, it's a pick'em league, and you can literally win $1,500 for doing pick'ems. We're only targeting like real boxing fans at the moment, so we only have a small amount of users, so the chances of winning are really high. And the more
And it's
users
free
we
to
get,
get
the
in,
bigger the
you're
prize
saying?
pool's going to be. It's absolutely free to play. I promise you, it's free to play. We've got a brand new cash out function, so as soon as you win, we'll update the leaderboard on Saturday night, and then you can just hit cash out and you can get your dollars straight away.
Alrighty then. Thank you for calling in. I'm sure you'll get a few people signing up. We used to do a pick'em league. It was fun. RNS1, what up? I got Mad Bent 100 with a $5 super chat. Says Devin gets credit. We seen that already. What the fuck? Where's the other one at? Shit. It's Fred Robinson. We got to
Yo,
that too.
what's up?
What up?
Yo, what up, D? Yo, so it's funny. Tank, says he hits like a cruiserweight. They say he knocked out a heavyweight in sparring. He says he'll knock out Bud at 147. And
He said
people
he'll
are
beat
still
Josh
making
Taylor at
excuses for him
140.
for doing the weight. Yeah, and I think he said he'll beat Regis at 142.
Oh yeah. Regis been calling him out.
And then Ryan was calling him out for like 3 years at 135, and now he wants to fight him. It's just bull, man. I'm a Tank fan too, man, so I can't co-sign this shit.
I hear you, RNS1. I hear you.
I got a quick question. Now the tickets, like when I go on Ticketmaster, I can't pick my individual seat like I used to do. Like, why is that? Is it because the resellers are buying them in the chunk?
I mean,
because when I went,
I don't know, but
when I went to the Cap Center, I did that.
The ticket site, champ. The ticket site is not Ticketmaster, so that might be part of the issue.
No, Ticketmaster has some of the tickets on sale, but Ticketmaster you could pick an individual seat. Like we like picking down seats.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't let you pick the individual seat. They say roll M, and I could be anywhere. So that's the only thing holding me up from buying tickets to the fight.
Well,
when I went to the Capital One Center to see him fight,
ticket site, champ. Go to the actual ticket site and purchase through the official ticket site, and not purchase resale through a third-party site, because Ticketmaster in this case is a third-party site because they are not the official ticket provider. So anything being sold on Ticketmaster will be resale only, hence why you may come across only being able to purchase a row. So, I would try the official ticket site, which is AXS.
All right, I'll try it, because StubHub is the same thing, man. It's like I'm gonna pay $850 for, and I can't even choose my seat.
You're not listening.
Like, nah, I ain't with
StubHub
that.
is also not the official site. It's just one official site, ASX. So you go into two sites.
Yeah, try AXS, because I went on there as recent as yesterday morning, and I can tell you that I was able to select exact seat. And if you've never been to the venue, check out, Google this website called pickaseat.com or view from my seat, and you can see exactly what it will look like from the exact seat. So I would go to axs.com to be able to purchase tickets.
All right, cool. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, and if not, I got 2 tickets for you, 5,000 for the pair, and I'll tell you the exact seat number, row, and everything. Just 5 racks for the pair.
Nigga Danny, hustling tickets. We got new caller, 954. New caller,
You want me to go in
954.
the window?
954, who's this?
You know that. Hey, you know why, bro? You know why? She's a jelly bean.
Hello. Hello.
Hey. Of course not. Yeah.
Hello.
My man's over there
Yo,
trying to
can you hear me?
spit game and shit.
I think he just heard us now. Talking about you hear me. We've been hearing you. Hello.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name, brother?
What's up, man? It's what's your excuse?
What up?
Hey, I had to go through here, man. I'm at the airport going to Colombia.
Oh, congrats.
I was thinking you were long. I'm flying out of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, nice.
Hey, yeah, you know what I was gonna say, man. You know what's sad, man? I don't really know CYP's background, but I mean, I don't think the guy understands what it means for somebody to rehydrate.
His background is actually track and field. He's a coach.
Yeah, but that's different, bro. In boxing, why you think Spence couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia? He couldn't rehydrate right. They had a rehydration clause in that fight. You don't hold your power if you don't rehydrate right, and you only got one. It's only one night. The fight's only one night. You got to rehydrate right. You know what I'm saying? That's where your power comes the next day when you got all those fluids in your body. That shit makes no sense. The rehydration, the catch weight, whatever. But the rehydration, that shit just makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, people keep calling, making excuses like, oh, well, it is what it is. You got to be the A side. You got to be the A side. Yeah, by all means, Tank earned it. But at least there's a catch weight. But, I mean, you got all these internet warriors, man, talking about, well, what's the rehydration going to do? You want to fight the little guy. But if you come in heavier, your punches are going to be slower. So, it's a give and take. If you want to come heavier, you're going to be slower. If you don't rehydrate that much, your punches are just going to be faster. You know what I mean?
All right, champ.
For sure, champ. Appreciate
Thank you
your
for
thoughts
calling
on it.
in.
Thanks. Yup. Absolutely.
We have Low Nose Boxing. Shout out to Dave Maldonado, the $5 super chat. He says, Teofimo, the risk taker, fighting top dog at 140 as an underdog. That's chasing greatness. Imagine what Tank stipulations would be against Taylor. Man, I don't want to even imagine that. We got August, $2 super chat. He says, it's going to be Tank and Loma. Watch, remember me. Damn, you ain't picking Haney. Rocky the 954.
Nah, I seen that.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Straight.
All right. Yo, Ring Walk. You always talking to Top Rank and stuff like that. Tell them they dropping the ball with Shakur Stevenson, man. The World Baseball Classic is going on. Puerto Rico is doing good. He needs to be at one of those games so he gets some of the fan base.
He in training
Yeah,
camp.
let's break camp and fly to Miami so we can go.
It's
kick
promo. What you telling me he can't? He don't got one day to go out there?
Nah, you
He
can't
got a
fly
fight
from
coming up.
All right. So
you can't
look,
fly
so
from one
look,
coast to the
brother.
other.
Yo, as cool. As cool, I don't think it's a great idea, but as cool of an idea as that is, why would Fox put Shakur Stevenson on their network when he's an ESPN athlete?
All right, whatever. ESPN cover everything. But anyway, it would have been dope to see him on the mound. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, okay, so
also,
it would have been dope. Berlanga was there. Why the fuck they didn't put him on the big screen? He was there. He didn't even get put on the big screen, let alone TV, let alone an interview. Why didn't they just show him for 2 seconds?
Berlanga did take a pic with Daddy Yankee and Anuel that's probably gonna get him enough traction for
No,
being at the game.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. And he did that, and they were at the game together. What I'm saying is the picture wasn't even took at the game. He want them to get put on. He want them to get brought out and promoted. I'm just saying, like, that's not the way the shit works. The same reason that when Shakur went to Newark to promote this fight with Michael B. Jordan, same reason they didn't put him on TV. It wasn't an ESPN game. It was a game in Newark. He had Michael B., who is huge right now, just dropped a huge movie, one of the biggest actors in currently, acting. But bro, it was the same thing. I like the idea. Trust me, I do. But the way this shit works, it has to be with your network.
So
It
what
has
you're
to be
saying?
people that
Easier
you do
said than
business with.
done.
Absolutely. First thing I said when I saw Shakur and Michael B in Newark, I promise you on my brother, first thing I did, I went on ESPN, I went on the schedule, and I'm like, let me see who's televising this game. Once I saw it wasn't an ESPN network, I'm like, they're not going to show Shakur not one time. And they didn't.
Yep.
Damn. Well, it is what it is, champ.
You
It
tried,
was a good
Rocky. You
idea,
tried.
though, I think. I
No, hey,
tried.
brother,
Hey,
brother, and
last
I
thing.
don't want you to think I'm shitting on you. I promise you I have these conversations with ESPN all the time, but it's like I'm to the point where it's like now I know. So it's like I'm not even suggesting things that I know could be remotely difficult. Everything I give Top Rank, I promise you everything I give Top Rank is shit that makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no excuses. Let me do your job for you, motherfucker.
No doubt, you ring walk, you in the field, so you know better than me. But the last thing I wanted to say before I get cut off is, hey Ness, man, put some respect on Inoue's name, bro. Like he did what he was supposed to do. He cleared his division, and he's gonna move up. Like he's not pulling a Triple G where he's staying at a weak division for.
But I don't remember
until
anybody.
Canelo comes.
I don't remember anybody saying, "Oh shit, Crawford Horn is the best fight of the year" because he was moving up after clearing out a division to fight a champ. You know what I'm saying?
Comparing Horn to Fulton, like that's not a good comparison because Fulton is a unified, actual good champ. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my call, man. I appreciate y'all boys.
I got Tommy, Florida.
What up, Ness? You got me?
Yep.
Yo, hey Ness, Tommy, don't even start so you get your full call. Hold on, really quick. Ness, I'm curious because I don't get to see it. Have we lost any callers or significant callers in the last few minutes?
No.
Let me know if we lose any callers in the next 7 minutes. I'm just curious. But Tommy, what's up, brother? Talk to us.
What up, Danny? Quick question real fast before I get to my point. If a fighter tells you to your face he's going for his professional career will consist of 70% going for the money, 30% going for greatness. So if a fight presents itself with a good fighter and a fight presents itself with a great fighter, but he makes the same amount or more money for the good fighter, is that considered ducking the great fighter to y'all?
I mean, I guess if the fighter said that, you know what it is, but it's still ducking, right? If you going for the money fight over the over the fight that tells us who's the best.
I mean, yeah, if that's your opinion, okay. If your promoter has a history of not dealing with another promoter, and a fighter that wants to fight you is on that other promotion company, and the fight doesn't happen, does that mean you duck just because the other fighter calls you out more, but realistically, y'all wasn't going to fight anyways?
I mean, Inoue just did it. But look, Inoue's with Top Rank. Fulton is with PBC. Wilder was with PBC. Fury was with Top Rank. Tank is with PBC. Shakur and Devin is with Top Rank. It can happen, and it's happening more frequently.
No, it can. It can happen. But like when you name certain fighters, like, and a big reason for it to happen. It's like it's always a big reason for it
Yeah,
to happen.
but
It's not two. It's never two C+ fighters fighting on the other side of the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It'll happen, but it don't
who's
really
C
happen.
plus? Who's C plus?
I'm just talking. I'm just right.
And
right
yes,
now,
it
I'm
do
just talking
happen.
in
Yes, it
general.
do happen. Crawford fought the C pluses that PBC threw at him all day. The motherfucking Felix Diaz's and whoever else they gave his ass. They gave him a few dudes. You better go check.
Okay. So the point I'm making on this is, because I know, I don't know if y'all talked about it today, but yesterday I heard it. With this Pitbull and Shakur, right? So WBC made them two, like basically a title eliminator. So let's say, PBC is building up Pitbull Cruz after the Tank fight. Shakur is who Shakur is. That, when they said that out loud, I knew that fight wasn't going to happen, whether either one of them wanted it or not. And then let's say Pitbull won. The champion was another top-ranked fighter. So I got to fight two top-ranked fighters to get to the belt. Like, that was never going to happen, bro. That was never going to happen. And not even just regular top-ranked fighters, like top-ranked fighters right now. Like, that was never going to happen. So I don't consider him ducking Shakur. I think it's more of a business thing. But, that's just my opinion, and, that's what I just wanted to call and put my 2 cents on.
All right, Tommy.
Yo, and there's people, Jose saying Shakur's a liar. He never sent no contract to Sean Givens. What am I sending you a contract for if you've publicly stated that your fight is not taking the fight? If you're if you're the one that's up for the fight and your representation come out and says we're not taking the fight, what am I having my team and my people send you a contract for?
And let's be clear, Shakur
Because
can't.
No, I was gonna say it ain't like, oh, they send me a bad offer and we turning it down, brother. It's a mandatory order by the WBC. Per split get ordered. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the rules. You tell us you don't want the fight. What am I gonna send you an offer for?
Sean Gibbons is lying. Danny wasting too much energy over here. Sean Gibbons is lying. The WBC would not let Shakur and Top Rank move on to the next possible opponent without getting clearance from the number one that he's not fighting. You can't just skip Isaac and say I want to fight Shoshino in an eliminator. The eliminator that was ordered was with Isaac Cruz. So any stupido believing Gibbons is a stupido. Jarrell Miller, what up?
Yeah, what's going on, Nelson Dame?
What up?
Question for
What
you.
up?
Is Williams a Zepeda with Golden Boy?
Is Williams a better? Yeah.
What do you think the odds are that they'll do another fight with PBC, like with Frank Martin and Zepeda or something like that?
Slim.
Slim.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I was just thinking, I didn't know who else Zepeda could fight. I'm a fan of his, but yeah. But anyway, I think
Zepeda ducked too. He ducked the Shakur fight too.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man. I don't think anybody want to fight Shakur. Plus, with no belts, you just moved up. You don't really have much to offer. You don't got a lot of fans yet, but
I mean,
yeah, but
I don't understand how derailing the dude that's allegedly supposed to be the next Floyd and is currently a two-time champ, former unified, ain't nothing.
I mean, I agree. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Shakur. I hope he get the fights. I was just saying from their point of view that I could see why they wouldn't want to fight him. It's still a duck though, but yeah. But anyway, I think Haney is going to beat Loma when they fight. Too big, too long. Plus Loma kind of aging out a little bit, lost his step, and the new way and Fulton fight, man. I'm not big on the new way, so I haven't followed them a lot, but I think Fulton is probably going to get that win. I'm not sure if New Way's power is going to carry up. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Appreciate it. We got I just want to be free.
Yo, it's some real ignorant people in the chat. I
It's
swear.
the internet, baby. I just want to be free.
It's like sometimes it's hard to not say
Can y'all hear
shit,
me?
but it's like, damn, bro, do I even want to acknowledge the dumb shit? We hear you.
We hear you.
Yeah, nah, peace. Nah, I think as far as Loma and Devin go, I think it's a good fight. I think people kind of like ready to like not old media obviously because you know they love Loma, but I think they people giving up on Loma too soon. I think Loma got more left in the tank than he getting credit for. I think it's a good fight. As far as like skill for skill, when we talking about all the other fights that's out there, I think this one of the best matchups we got, skill for skill. You know what I mean? But aside from that, I wanted to say something about the whole Tank and Devin thing though, because I keep hearing them. They saying stuff like, what does Devin have to offer other than hardware? I'm like, yo, but what's a bigger fight than Tank fighting for undisputed outside of like if he beat Ryan and that fight is done, what's bigger than him fighting Devin for undisputed outside of that? I don't understand like
Nothing.
what
It's just a threat and derails the plan. So they got to downplay it. So they could do
yeah, it's
Isaac
crazy.
Cruz. So they could say, well, Isaac bring more. He got a fan base. He bring the Mexicans.
Right, right. Yeah, it's crazy. And then look, it make Tank look bad to me. Like it make Tank look like he's scared to get in there with Devin. Like, which I don't believe that Tank's scared to get in there with Devin. But it just looked crazy to keep saying that it's not worth it. Like it's not. He don't bring nothing to the table. That's insane to me. It just don't make sense. But that's my call. I just wanted to throw that out there.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in.
And to anybody else who wants to call in, Twitter, Discord, and landline is available 425-569-5241. You do have to press one time to let us know you would like to speak, voice your opinion.
Yo, what's good, champ? What's good, TVV? What's
What
going
up?
on, everyone out there?
What up?
Hey, that was me that dropped the super chat. Road to Punches Boxing Podcast. I just tried to start my own little thing, so you guys kind of inspired me to do that, man. So appreciate you. On Haney and Lomo
Good
fight.
luck, brother. Good luck.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. But on the Haney and Lomachenko fight, on paper, it's Devin's toughest opponent, definitely. But Loma last, fight and performance, I don't know if, he can beat the younger, champion Haney. Haney strong, can box, got skills. But, Loma, again, you can't count on Loma. It's going to be a good fight. But I think that fight and the David Benavidez and Caleb Plant is the two biggest fights of this year. I know Bob Arum, he was talking about the winner. He wants to make fight Shakur. So I hope that fight goes through. That would be a big fight. And as far as Tank, I think Tank don't want no smoke with Devin and definitely Shakur. I think he will do everything in his power to stay away from those guys. I think those two guys is the top that division right now. But like Bob said, we're supposed to get the winner. Shakur's supposed to get the winner between Haney and Loma. So I think that's why that fight is up there as one of the biggest this year because whoever wins, fight Shakur. So I think that's going to be a huge fight as well. And the same thing with David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. The winner goes fight Canelo supposedly. So I believe those two is the biggest because it sets up even bigger fights in upcoming years. As far as Tank and Ryan goes, I don't think really that I mean it's a big fight because of popularity and social media, but on paper in the ring, that's not really a big fight because I don't believe either one of those guys is going to go after a Haney or Shakur, even Lomachenko. I don't think so. That's just my opinion on it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's my opinion. I hope we do get, Shakur facing a winner between Haney and Loma because he deserves, those big fights because I think he's the best. I don't think nobody beating him out of those, young guys. So
So if
that's
so
just
if
my call.
Shakur deserved the big fight, Devin don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so don't Devin
Absolutely.
deserve to fight Tank if he beats
Yeah,
Loma?
absolutely. But here's the thing: do you think Tank really gonna go that route after what he did
I
with
mean,
Ryan? And
I
Tank
mean,
not gonna.
I mean, it's more about giving Devin the opportunity to try and negotiate that versus putting the energy on Shakur to fight
I
Devin when it's
mean,
like Devin the one went through the gauntlet. Now you want him to keep
absolutely,
going through the
absolutely.
gauntlet. If I
No, I
honestly,
respect it, but
if Top Rank offered me Shakur next and I'm Devin, they got to be offering me like 10 million or I'm walking. And I'm being
yeah,
serious just because it's like you make me fight Cambosos in Australia twice. Then when I finally come back, I could get more money in Saudi. We ain't doing that. You making me fight Loma.
yeah.
Now I beat
But
Loma. You making me fight Core. It's like you don't really want me. You signing me to get me to lose.
no, but here goes the thing, real quick though, champ. I see what you're saying, and I got respect for Haney because Haney is about to smoke. He'll fight anybody, but here's the thing: it's on Tank. I don't think Tank is really going to try to make that fight happen. Yeah, Haney can say, "Yo, I want you, Tank. Let's make the fight happen," and Tank can, say, "Yeah, I want the fight," but then behind negotiation, as he did at Ryan, he gonna try to weight drain him, and Haney ain't going for that shit because he's like, "Dude, I got the belts." So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I
I
hear
don't
you,
think
but we
Haney.
gotta at least get to that point and know that that's what it
Yeah,
is
true.
before we start pushing Shakur. Because Devin, if Devin beats Loma, he deserved the big pay per view fight, and he
Yeah, he
on
definitely
pay per
do.
view now. He gonna be on pay per view now. So imagine him and Tank do numbers. That should be next.
Yeah, it should be next, but I'm just hoping Tank don't try no sucker stuff like this because the thing is, Tank, you don't have no bargaining. I mean, you could say, yeah, I did this, I sold out this, but Haney is the king. Haney is the champ. So, don't try to go negotiations and, oh, well, I'm this side or this side. Try to put those shenanigans, whereas you're going to try to make Haney say no to the fight, which I believe he tried to make Ryan Garcia say no with these stipulations. But Ryan say, F it, I'm going to still go ahead with the fight. But
In
absolutely,
theory,
that fight should be next.
in theory, Tank and Devin should be next. I mean, Tank holds the WBA regular belt, and the WBA allegedly
It's
is forcing
consolidating.
the regulars and the supers to fight to consolidate the belt. So in theory,
Yeah.
that should be next and easy to make with
But let
no
me ask you a quick
stipulations.
question. Yeah, but let me ask you a quick question, though. Do you think Tank really is about that, about chasing greatness and titles, or he's looking at, oh, I don't need these titles. I think like he's chasing more so the money rather than actual the
I
smoke, in
think
my
he think
opinion.
Devin don't punch hard, so I don't think he gonna do everything that he doing with Ryan.
I don't know, champ, because he say Ryan ain't nobody. Ryan is a YouTuber, but now all of a sudden Ryan fights at 170 and he's too big now, and now you putting these stipulations. You gonna say the same thing about
He
Haney? Yeah,
also
he
said
can't fight, but
he the most skilled opponent now. But I gotta
yeah,
go. I
right,
gotta
yeah.
go. Gotta
All right, champ.
go. I think I can. I think it is. Nope. All right. Let's see.
Yo, so I'm curious now. Have we lost callers? I know CYP just got a counterpunch, but have we lost a noticeable amount of callers?
But what does laws mean? Because we got to the people we got to. We haven't gotten an influx of new.
Ooh, okay,
We got
okay. Yeah, I guess kind of hard to tell. So you don't know because I know you don't watch other sports. So it's just me being a sports fan. So today is supposed to be the most unproductive day for jobs in America.
mm,
Today is the day that the least amount of work gets done in
why.
jobs in America because of the beginning of the March Madness tournament, which the first game started 9 minutes ago.
Uh.
So, so I wanted to see if you know
What about
people.
viewership? Did you keep an eye on the viewership?
Mm,
That was
mm.
probably
I
better than
didn't.
callers
I didn't.
because
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
they
We
just
at
got a lip.
624 now. I don't know what we was at before.
CYP.
Oh man, 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 I got some. Damn, man, I got some bad news and shit. Shit. I was looking up something because I keep hearing people talking about Tank. I want to see him fight black fighters. Scared of Devin, scared of Secure. So I did some research. You know me. I like to be right. Jamel Herring, he's black. Emmanuel Tago is from Zambia. I mean, he's black though. There's only two fighters of color that Ryan, Tank, Devin, or Shakur have fought in the past 3-4 years. Two guys, Jamal Herring and Emmanuel Tago. Nobody fights black fighters, you fucking idiots. Nobody does. See, I find it funny because you motherfuckers are just dumb. Y'all just talk a lot. If anybody should fight the black fighters, I would think it's the Mexicans, the whites. I think they should be the ones fighting the blacks, right? Because boxing is about nation. So beat their ass. But for some reason, the blacks are supposed to fight more blacks than the Mexicans are supposed to fight. Then the whites are supposed to fight. No, why don't you fight us? Stop worrying about us fighting each other. Everybody always crying about black on black crime. I'm trying to stop it. y'all, why don't y'all do it? See, the truth of the matter is, y'all know y'all can't fuck with us. So you want one of our O's to go from each other. Why don't you take it? Put your money on Ryan. Put your money on Cruz. Put your money on Tio. Take our O and stop crying like a bitch. Nobody is fighting black fighters, fuckers. Look it up. If I'm lying, look it up. You will be surprised, like, damn, he's right. Nobody does. But you want to place blame on Tank. You look past everybody else, but you always seem to find the black guy to blame shit on when he's just doing what everybody else do. It never bothers you when nobody else does it. And that's probably why you bitches, one of you fuckers, went into my wife's Instagram writing that negative shit to her, then called her job and emailed them trying to get her fired. This is a real fact. I didn't bring it up, but the back call though is true with evidence. You guys are weirdos. You guys are so fucking racist, hate me so much because I tell the goddamn truth. The truth of the matter is, if you don't like the fact that boxing is racially divisive and they make the most money by black versus white, black versus Latino, if you don't like it, stop watching it. But if you are going to watch, be man enough to accept the reality of boxing. If you want a black guy to get his ass whooped, root for your guy to do it. We're not listening to you. We're not listening to you. The green print has been screamed out year after year after year after year. Everybody takes the green print. You just mad because you don't have no fucking black print. Well, I'm giving you a blueprint and a black print. Because when you fuck with us, you're gonna get black and blue. We're gonna beat your ass. So call it the cop print. Call it 5-0, because you ain't beating us black and blue, but we beating your ass green. The Grinch is here, and I just stole your fucking Christmas. CYP is out.
CYP. No, wait. CYP. Damn, he left?
Danny, stop fucking up my outros, man.
Man, fuck your outro. Check it out, though. Who you got winning the March Madness tournament, dude?
Hey, no. I just got asked by my brothers on my bench. I can't do that yet. I still, you know me, I got to sit down.
Bro, the fucking
do
game started. The
some
brackets
research.
is closed. I'm just curious who you got. Yo, hit me on the back end.
Yes, do that. Do that non-boxing shit on IG, man. NFL, I swore I got to you, and I ain't see no counterpunch, brother. JB, talk to me. But if I'm wrong, we gonna find out. I'm gonna go to you.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, Ness, Danny, man, how y'all boys doing today, man?
Straight.
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Hey, yo, Danny, man, on one of my brackets, man, and the one I'm probably most confident on, I threw UCLA up there, man.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't even got them in my Final Four.
Crazy as fuck, man. It is what it is, man. Now back to the topic, man. It's pretty obvious, man, that Loma is going to be the toughest opponent in Devin's resume, man. Just for instance, man, like you could just put Loma against all of Devin's opponents and shit like that. He'll be highly favored against beating them. So it's really just that simple. So what Paulie said, man, is like an obvious fact. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even clickbait or anything like that. So me personally, man, it's just another simple take, man. Would Devin Tank fight be big as hell? Yeah, it'll be cool, but it still wouldn't be bigger than Tank and Ryan because, like CYP said in his last call, race moves boxing.
But we talking about after Ryan. We talking about after Ryan, after Loma.
It still wouldn't do bigger numbers, man. Wouldn't do bigger numbers.
But he
For some reason, man, boxing
next.
community don't like black on black.
But he still got to do
something
something
black on
next.
black fighters.
All we saying
So
is he
okay,
gotta do
so
something
after
next.
those fights,
Unless
what does bigger numbers than the Tank
Haney.
Devin fight?
man, to be honest, man, only God knows, man. I have no clue, man.
You
But
stunting.
it seemed like the only biggest fight. I'm dead ass serious, man.
Bro, okay,
And
cool. Tank fighting
I'm serious.
Ryan April 22nd. Devin fighting Loma May 20th. They both win. What is the big? Because you said it's not Tank and
What's the biggest? What's
Devin.
the
You said
biggest
it's
next
they
fight?
not each other biggest fight
It'll
for
be
each other. So
bigger.
who is?
It'll be bigger in the hardcore. It'll be bigger in the hardcore communities and everything like that. But actual numbers, I don't
The
think the
fight.
casuals will buy that shit the same, man. I'm just being serious.
Okay, so what are they gonna buy? It's simple. Let us know. Give us your thoughts.
You hear me?
We hear you, yes. I'm saying give us your thoughts. If it's not gonna be Devin and Tank that's gonna be biggest for each other, then who is?
I have no idea at this time, man. I just don't think there's nothing bigger than the Ryan fight, man. Just because race
Brother, but we
definitely moves the
talking
needle.
about after Ryan, after
Even
Loma.
after.
You
I'm
just
saying when you
said,
want to do the
because
buys
that's
and
what
the
we
sit down.
talking. We talking after, and you saying that fight
After
is
it
not
might be.
big.
It might be, man. It might be, but even still, man, I think after all the buys and everything come through, and I'm gonna stand on it. I'm just gonna say, man, I think the Tank and Devin numbers are gonna still be less than Tank versus Ryan 1.
But
Period,
that's
man.
not what we saying.
I know
Nobody's
that's
saying
not what you're
anything
saying,
different. That
but
wasn't
okay,
even a
okay,
topic
then
of
we're on the same.
discussion.
Oh, man, I just threw it out there. I just jumped in, boss. I just jumped in. And I think the last thing I heard is like when you said Devin's not really getting love from Top Rank, man. It only seemed like Top Rank has 3 favorite sons, and that's Lomachenko, Shakur, and Keyshawn. Devin's just getting treated like a stepchild and everything like that. So to be honest, man, unless they don't give him that big ass bag to step in the ring with Shakur, he needs to go ahead and fight. He needs to go ahead and just fight Tank, man. That's as simple as that. And if they can't make it, he needs to find somebody that can make that fight for him. Other than that, man, I'm just gonna get back to looking at some of these travel plans and shit like that, man, for this honeymoon. I'm looking at Turks, and I'm still looking at Aruba and shit like that, man. I don't know about these hotels that say all inclusive is available instead of just straight up all inclusive. How does that work? Because I know y'all some well traveled niggas, and that's my call, man.
I mean, usually the all inclusive is available is a add on,
It's
right?
like an
Now similar
upcharge,
to
right?
what we had in similar to what we had in Mexico.
Yeah. It's an upcharge,
Okay.
but it's usually worth it, man. Cause you gotta
Okay.
check the area, make sure that there's restaurants locally to you, both walking and Uber distance. Cause if not, you probably better off getting that all inclusive band so you can be sure to always have food. Plus, consider late night. Most resorts have like the beach, bar and grill, usually serving food till very early in the morning, like 2s and 3s for the people coming out the resort club and things like that. But looks like we got K Brook. Motherfuckers be trying so hard to protect Tank. Hang up on dude, man. Hang up on dude. Shout out for the super chat. We appreciate it. Every dollar counts. Keep the lights on. We'll be back at 3:00 p.m. with more boxing talk. Right now we got Black Alpha Network. Unmute. Buddy.
Hey, peace, man. How y'all doing today, brothers?
All good, brother. And yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm at work just tapping in, man. So I'm glad y'all holding this space, family. I got a question for y'all. Is Lomachenko the same fighter he was 3 years ago?
I mean, obviously
Ain't
not.
nobody
He
the
got
same fighter
older.
they was 3 years ago.
Yeah, he got
Okay,
older.
all right. Facts, big facts. I say that to say this. Do you believe even as him not being the same fighter he was 3 years ago, that he's still Devin Haney's toughest fight? Because I believe he still is, even not being the same fighter he was. I just want to ask y'all, and I'm going to listen.
Yeah, probably so. Especially on paper, definitely on paper, but in the fight, yeah, probably so. We'll see. We'll see it play out. But yeah, right now I would say so.
I got Dante with a $5 cash app to $ the boxing voice 1, and he says Don King just signed Broner. I know we talked about it. Sad day, man. Sad day. NFL, I ain't get you to you today.
Yo,
Go
y'all can hear
for
me?
it. Yeah, sir.
Oh yeah, you did put me in earlier, Ness, but my son was just waking up, so I had to get him straight first. I had to back out, so I appreciate the second go. But Ness, I do not. What? Please, you mentioned one thing earlier. Devin went through the gauntlet. What gauntlet did Devin go through? Linares, Jojo Diaz. Like what gauntlet did he go through?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you remember, we considering if he beats Loma and then Top Rank is offering Shakur. Yeah, that's a gauntlet, bro. You fight.
Oh, you talking about all right going forward? My fault. I thought you meant he already been through the gauntlet with the
No,
George
we was
Campos
saying
fight.
no, we was saying what Ness was saying was how if he were to fight Shakur next, right? That means you had 2 fights in Australia to go get undisputed, defend undisputed, come back. Now Loma, then Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So he like shit. You might as well go for the big fight after doing all that. Go for Tank.
Okay, I can see that. After all that, yeah, I would say go through the gauntlet, but he not getting past Loma, in my opinion, though.
Until he do.
Like, if he do, I
Well,
give him
you know
respect
the
for
great
it.
thing
Like
is
then,
I hear the if he do. So I know why you don't want him to get past Loma, because
it's not.
bro.
we gonna
Hey,
be
I heard it
knocking
before
on that door.
Come on, man. That
I
don't
heard
go
it
there.
before
You know we
that.
gonna be
This
knocking
with
on that
you.
motherfucking door.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Complete unbiased opinion. Tank smashes Devin. Only person that gives him problems is Shakur.
Never.
I think he smashes Devin.
Never. If he
Come on,
listen
man.
to me, Devin been talking shit to Tank since he was like 14, man. You think I'm gonna be a grown ass man letting a little kid? I'd have been spanked Devin, but he never did. I'd have been spanked Devin, but he never did. Then he got his father out here talking about he won money off the sparring. I'd have been shut that up, but he never did. I'd have been leaked the spawn, but he never did. There's a reason they keep saying Devin the kid, and he ain't do nothing, and he ain't got nothing, and he ain't bringing nothing. There's a reason. And there's a reason that Devin was a 13-1, and all of a sudden he went 7-1. There's a reason.
Man, I'm telling you. Devin, he hasn't even really been tested in the pros. That's what.
Cool.
But
Fight him.
Yo, I remember Tank said, Cambosis, keep the belts. I'll whoop your ass for free. So you wanted Cambosis, but you don't want Devin. You see how that worked?
Man.
And it's craziness. It's craziness because Devin actually got more than Cambosis did. Devin actually undisputed.
Exactly.
Man. All right, so if they fight, then answer this question: is Devin going to take the B side?
I mean, it's definitely Tank the A side unless Devin do hella numbers.
What's the B side though? You talking B side money or rehydration clause? Cause I could answer that shit for you right now.
B side is B side, man. You know, A side call the shots.
Yeah, so you want your boy Tank to have a disadvantage like he did to Ryan.
I ain't say that. I just said
you want to have a
smart
little
businessman. Devin a smart businessman. He ain't taking no bullshit rehydration clause.
I ain't say nothing about no rehydration clause. I just said
catch weight, bring him
brother,
down.
Brother, you said it. You did say it. When you said when you said A side is A side.
A side call the shots.
Cool. So
like,
yeah,
right
B
or
side
wrong.
money, cool. But Devin, he fight the sport. You know what I'm saying? He fighting the sport of boxing. That's what he do. So there's like 18 weight divisions in the sport. He fights under one of those 18. And just like the sport is intended to, he don't put himself limitations on. I'm gonna let you be the best version of yourself. And I'm gonna be the best version
like
of
Floyd
myself.
said to Cotto, man. Let's just follow Floyd, man.
I don't see why they wouldn't fight at 135. They both at 135 for the 135 belts. It's Ryan that want to go to 140.
Yeah,
he want to keep the 140 rank. That's why you get that
I think
catch.
they fight at 135. Just make sure that there's no limitation on the amount of water or the amount of food that one can consume.
Yeah, I gotta get to somebody else though.
Body.
NFL. 3 minutes been up. Suave House Production. Swab House.
Hey, Ness.
Yeah.
Did you get your monthly payment from Team Haney?
Nah.
It ain't hit your account yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
Still waiting. I ain't even get an
Mine just
answer
hit.
from Bill
Yo,
in
yo,
like a
yo.
week, man. Trying
What's
to get
goody?
Bill
What's
on.
goody,
What
gang?
up? What up? What up? What up?
That's what up, man. Danny, what's good? I'm sitting
What
here
up,
listening.
champ?
I was listening. Bro, the Baltimore niggas be crazy, bro. Yo, y'all gotta stop just saying anything, man. Like, granted, Tank, hell of a fighter. But just like Ness was saying, bro, Devin been literally calling everybody out, bro. Not just calling these niggas out, showing up at the fights, getting in the ring, fucking even the cringy response after the Lomachenko win. Oh yeah, we'll see. Like, man, he been doing this shit, bro. They really don't want to fight, bro, because he complete. Out of all of them, bro, he probably the most complete one. I ain't going. Well, him and Shakur. I think that's the fight right there that you really can't call because they styles are so much. Both of them niggas is defensive, they fast, they sharp, they more on the boxing side. I believe Shakur probably got a little more punch than Dev, but I don't think he's the better sound boxer. You know what I'm saying? And that's my opinion. Everybody may have their own different opinions. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, from what I've seen, Dev is the one that he got the jab, he got that equalizer, bro. They don't want to get in there with him. He tall, he lanky, he got that equalizer, man. Lomachenko being Dev toughest fight. I can't really agree with it like it
Toughest
being a
till
difficult
date.
fight
It's
for him.
toughest till date. It gotta agree with
Right,
that.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, not a tough fight like him, having a hard time beating him and having a hard time fighting him. But as far as the opposition he faced before, Loma got the biggest name. Loma probably the best. I ain't gonna say probably, he the best one out of everybody that Dev fought prior to. But I think this shit gonna be an easy fight, bro. I think he gonna really. I think they waited too long. Like, when he was young, maybe it would have been a tough fight for him to, get through. You know what I'm saying? But now I think that shit gonna look like Cambosis, bro. Just a little better. He gonna do him how he did Cambosis. Just it's just gonna look a little better on Loma end because it's Loma. He still got his skill. He still got all that. But you can see it when he seen him face to face. The nigga said, "Yo, is this a heavyweight? I don't give a fuck how big you look when I see you. I'm not saying that. You in the ring, you pressing me, your pops in the ring with you, y'all pressing me after my fight. But like, yeah, little nigga, you next. I'm not gonna let him know that he big as fuck. Like, he big as hell, bro. And he hitting that gym. He fucking with the weights. Like, it's a lot of shit that's coming with Dev, man. The next step, what they say, that grown man weight. You getting to that grown man point now. Like, you done broke out of that 22, 23. You getting up there now, bro. As far as size, muscular, you know what I'm saying? You getting faster, sharper mentally. I think this shit gonna be an easy fight for bro. But as far as the whole Tank just whooping on him and shit, just like Ness was saying, bro, it's the reason why they ain't leaking no footage. He leaking everybody else footage. They talking crazy to everybody else. They pulling up on Ryan in the club. None of these niggas ever bring up Dev, bro. Never. I never hear him really. And when they do, it's like, he's probably gonna be the toughest fighter. I respect Dev and this, that. The nigga undisputed. It's like, what can you really say about bro? I'm really a fan. I fuck with bro. I fuck with bro all the way. I fuck with Shakur too. I fuck with all of them, but I just feel like Dev is the top. He at the top for a reason, bro. You could take it how you want. Look at Cambosis as weak, whatever the case, but you was in the way of what I was trying to do. I'm trying to be undisputed. I don't give a damn if Cambosis had it, if Tio had it, whoever had it. This is who I want to fight. Bro been saying this shit forever. He was calling bro Lomachenko when he was 18. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was calling him Lomachenko. Like, come on, bro. That shit gonna be an easy fight. And then what? It's gonna be like, man, he good, but now he gotta do this, he gotta do that. That's my take on this
Suave,
shit. You know
man.
what I'm
Thanks
saying?
for calling in, champ. We appreciate it. I got Fred Robinson with another super chat. Let me go ahead and ring the alarm.
Let's go, champ. Appreciate the support.
CYP, another counterpunch. You know you get that alarm ring. That'll be your third. We got Fred Robinson. He says, the only way we get Tank versus Devin or Shakur is if is for them to sign a PBC. Floyd is not letting it happen any other way. People still saying Floyd, like Dev is with, I mean, like Tank is with Floyd. We got Sean. What up?
Yo,
Yo.
yo. So this is the thing about Dev, because I know people are saying he's ducking, he's not ducking. So I'm gonna start with Shakur. Shakur, yeah, he lost his belt on the scale, but if so you keep talking about this gauntlet. Shakur wasn't a part of that 3-fight deal. So if Shakur is supposed to fight April 8th. If he wins, he is mandatory. That's not no part of the deal. He will be the mandatory from the WBC. So if Devin moves up and doesn't fight that
Yeah,
mandatory,
but that mandatory won't be called. You know that. That mandatory going he got to go to the convention to get that mandatory order. Then it got to be called. Then you got to negotiate it. Then it could go to purse bid. And that's what I'm saying. We know Devin got till the end of the year is what his father said. If that changes, cool. But what his father say, he's at 135 for the rest of the year. So if you beat Loma, you can't be fighting Shakur. You got to try to get
why
Tank.
can't you?
Because you got to try and get Tank.
So you're gonna go for unrealistic fights?
No, you got to go for the winner of Tank Ryan because that's the biggest fight.
How was that unrealistic? And how was that unrealistic?
You said it was
Devin would be a free
unrealistic.
agent.
You said it was unrealistic like an hour ago.
No.
So
I never said it was unrealistic. I said I don't think it ever happens. It's more than realistic. I don't think it ever happens because a certain side may not want it to happen. But bro, why would it not be realistic when Devin is a free agent? It should be easy to make. He was on Showtime before either individual. Truth be told.
Okay, so
it
it should be no
hard
problem.
to make at all.
Okay, so Devin should just sign with Showtime. Problem solved. Basically, what you saying?
No, he's saying that the option to sign is there as a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could all be erased if Devin just signs with Showtime. Boom, we get the biggest fight that you guys are saying.
Yeah, we're gonna sign if that's the fight on the table. We're not just signing a Showtime like Boots did. We signing because we get in the fight.
Okay. But see what keeps talking about this 146. He was talking all smart, trying to be literate. But CYP, yes, he signed the contract for 136. But I'm pretty sure you came on the show a long time ago, like 2 days ago, saying that Ryan's, when he comes in on fight night, it's a 148. It's not no 146. So I'm guessing you were reading that wrong, or I don't know what's going on. You ain't sharp today or something. Because I'm pretty sure he said in that article that you read, he's a natural. He comes in with 148, not 146. So Tank is giving him 2 pounds less. So you just gotta come back sharper, champ. That's all I got.
All right. Looks like we got Bloody Knuckles. Bloody Knuckles.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cool. What's up, guys? Y'all doing good?
Yes, sir.
Cool. No, something I just wanted to ask. I figured y'all, both being like Latino and stuff, y'all probably have a little better insight on it. I know CYP called and he was talking about, black fighters that Tank, Ryan, and Shakur fought. I mean, what do y'all think about like Hector Luis Garcia and like Rolly, Gamboa? I mean, cause I know they, are they Afro Latino? Like, they got some kind of African descent, in their lineage somewhere, right?
Definitely Rolly, I think, right, Danny? I mean, I met his father. His father's 100% Cuban.
Rolly's mom is black, right? Is African American, I'm pretty sure, right? Rolly's mom.
I never met her, but I met his father and spoke to his father. His
Yeah,
father definitely Cuban.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for
but
like
listen, but don't waste energy. Don't waste energy on CYP's call. That particular call, because that was a crock of bullshit. Mexican fighters fight Mexican fighters all the time. Puerto Rican fighters fight Puerto Rican fighters all the time. Joseph Adorno and Jermaine Ortiz fought each other, and Jermaine is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. Valdez, Navarrete about to fight. Like, that's normal. What isn't normal is black fighters fighting black fighters and black fighters getting an opportunity at famous Mexican fighters.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with you 100%. But really what I was saying was really helping CYP, because I think he was trying to big up Tank, and people saying Tank don't fight black fighters, but I mean, I think they trying to get the green print, with the Latino fighters and stuff. But I think when it's an Afro Latina, like Latino, sorry, what most people are worried about is like they say black fighters got this kind of unique athleticism and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he still need a little credit for that, But
I mean, he got the most credit of his career for Rolly, so I'm pretty sure whether Rolly is considered black or not, he got a lot of credit for him. Tank did, but appreciate the call, man. That is everybody. Nest
all right.
GTO, Instagram
Ringwalk
and Twitter.
Danny.
Let me make
Instagram
sure
and
I ain't
Twitter.
got no
Ringwalk
super
Danny.
chats left
Midfield
behind.
Mindset. F1. I will be going live this weekend, and make sure to tune in. Midfield Mindset F1 YouTube page. Give me a follow, a sub, and check it out.
Rider of the Storm, $2 super chat says, "Watch out, Tank fans swinging purses when emotional."
But if that is all the callers, I just want to remind everybody, Nest will be live in 2 hours, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Head on over to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Don't miss it. I will have the birthday boy, Raymond Ford, in studio today. Talk about his upcoming fight April 8th with Diego Magdaleno.
Yo, you know who's out here? Zhang. They did a fucking face-off at Solace's, bro. He ran down on Joyce during an interview.
Yo, let me tell you something. I made a comment about why we were not invited to the media workout because they did 2 separate events. Just want to tell you. 2 separate events. That one was Zhang, and they did another one like a week and a half ago with Joyce and Michaela Mayer. And I was told that we couldn't be invited because of whose gym it was.
You're lying.
Okay.
I mean, maybe because we spread the story about, me, because I told the Dominican side of the Solace gym. That could be the only thing. I've never done anything to Solace other than that. Other than tell the Dominican side.
I don't know if it was I really don't know. But Nez GTO, Ringwalk Danny, the Boxing Voice. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci.
That's crazy. People weird. All right. Peace.